Hello and welcome to stream. So I used to play Kingdom Rush all the time as a kid. Well, I say as a kid, high school. Yeah. You know, there's this new one, which is $20, so why not play it, right? And because Bloons Tower Defense 5 did better than... Wild. Oh, wait. I have to restart because I fucked up.
I was staying quiet for as long as I could to see, like, how long is he gonna let this awkwardness go on for?
No, I legitimately did not know my mic was off.
Wait, you're gonna restart again?
It's literally just a little comic thing.
What?
That's what the thing restarts for. Then it's gonna show me how to play and stuff like that. It looks like there's
Oh,
five.
I thought you were restarting the stream. Okay.
I already restarted the stream.
I know you restarted, but I was like, are you restarting again?
No.
Okay, that'd be fucking weird.
What'd you think I was doing?
I almost started spamming the N-word.
The night is dark.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So it looks like there's shadow archers, is what...
That one comic, that guy in the comic just said, "No, my precious." I feel like I've heard that somewhere before, but I can't put my finger on it.
Oh. Fortnite.
I thought that was like Blue's Clues or something. It's Fortnite? Okay.
It's Fortnite. Why did the music just die for this?
Okay, yeah. You weren't kidding when you said shitty game.
It's not shitty. It's a good game.
Oh my god. I'm gonna like fucking my
what?
eyes are gonna shut
Go
just
fuck a
watching the
dog?
screen. Oh, regarding the Headliners game, I think the devs, is it still an alpha or is it fully released?
I believe it is in alpha. At least it should be.
There's a lot of work that they need to still be putting into that game. My main gripe, I think, is I feel like the indoors are almost completely pointless to go into.
Well, okay, so I think it's supposed to like trigger certain things when you go inside. So it triggers certain shit outside, right? But like there's no point in taking pictures in the building because they're not worth as much unless it's a random civilian getting killed. No real point. Not at all.
Yeah, because every time I go inside, it's always empty, or I'll take a picture of just some random piece of shit that doesn't give me that much points. And the last time we played, like, the last 3 rounds I think that we did, I didn't even go in with y'all. I just like I went up on that ladder outside.
Know. Yeah, just stand up on the rooftop.
Sit there, and I would just like go through my phone, go on browsers, and wait for the time to get down to a point where there were monsters outside. And I'm like, okay, now I can start playing. And by that point, y'all were already outside again, and I'd get like way higher like point pictures than I would indoors.
Kingdom needs a ruler with true strength and handsomeness. My sweet revenge has begun. Oh, so we're playing as Vengance, or whatever the hell his name is, from the first game.
Spetsnaz?
Yeah, Spetsnaz, definitely. We'll play casual.
So when does this game get good?
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, these are dwarves.
Light my fire.
When did this channel get good?
Never.
Oh.
Oh, it's fireworks. Okay. Low damage is all that.
Puny humans.
Man, look at that high octane gameplay.
It's, dude, this game is goated. Well, Kingdom Rush is.
I love a game where there's one camera angle and nothing changes.
Well, you're a hater, so no one asks for your opinion.
At least in RTSs, like there's such a high like area to control that I can like scroll around the map. But like in this, it's like this.
Well,
this is it. This is the whole map.
In the original one, you could actually move the map a little bit. Oh, there's Frodo. What the fuck? Frodo's on in the background.
What?
Oh, Baldo. So that's Bilbo. Whoops, my bad.
Oh, that guy.
Fight fire with fire.
So you're gonna become one of those streamers then?
Every now and
Play
again, I just
the-
want to play a game that I like. I used to play these. I enjoy them. So why not?
That's interesting.
You're interesting.
Every once in a while, I want to play games that I like, and then you turn on some fucking mobile game bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Usually when someone's like, I want to play something that I like, because they're tired of playing all the mainstream shit.
I aim
They'll play an indie game. They'll play like a retro game they remember from their childhood or whatever. But like, I've never seen someone whip out the mobile game as their like personal pick.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had to play. I wasn't really given much time on like actual consoles. So this is what I ended up playing.
This is turning into a real depressing stream. And look at that, there's me and... Oh, now there's me and two other people watching.
Ooh. See? You guys love it.
To the two people watching, leave a dislike if you don't like mobile games, and leave a dislike if you do like mobile
I
games.
feel like most people like mobile games, actually. But they don't prefer it over, like, PC and stuff.
Most people like mobile games. I don't know about that. Maybe I'm just like the outlier.
You're just a hater, I think.
Because any game that is either free to play, I assume there's microtransactions, I won't play it. Any game that has currency that can be bought with real money, fuck that, I don't play that. And most mobile apps, they kind of fit those two molds. And yeah, kind of shit. And the controls for mobile games are pretty shit too.
You're pretty shit. So.
Whatever happened to good old video games?
Fortnite?
Fortnite, at one point was Okay. That's the most I'll give it.
Okay.
It was okay at one point.
I got some.
Because if you remember the
upgrade points.
lore, PUBG actually was meant to be the one taking the spotlight. PUBG was supposed to be like the, oh my god, it's gonna turn the tides of gaming. It's gonna be this like whole battle royale system where you have 100 players and you have to make it to be number one. But they took so damn long to release the game that it shot themselves in the foot, because Fortnite had come out and they had made their own version of the battle royale system, and not only did they make it, it was like it worked well and people liked it and it was free. You had to pay for PUBG, and it was janky as fuck. There was like almost no reason to choose PUBG over Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because I remember getting PUBG, and there was a huge rubber banding issue. You'd like run out there, and then suddenly you get pulled back because like the net code was fucked and like the game was glitchy. The graphics looked like ass. I didn't like how the guns aimed. There's pretty much every reason to play Fortnite over PUBG. So, as obnoxious as I think that game is, I can see like why it surged in popularity.
Proud warriors. Kamate, kamate. Uni-humans.
I don't know. I feel like they went so heavily into the. I mean, but those are basic skins and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, you don't like the pop culture references.
I'm fine with pop culture references, but I feel like it's just kind of
Man flesh.
sad that that's all your game has going for it. Is
Well, originally it was like people like Ninja and Summit and all that shit, where it was just like, yeah, it was like this popularity thing of I better be the best Fortnite player so that I can stream on Twitch and people will like me.
but no one likes them.
I didn't even like Ninja or Summit when they were like popular back in the day. I thought they were fucking cringe, but apparently a lot of people thought they were cool.
A lot of kids.
Well, yeah. And I feel like Ninja relied on his hair being blue as like part of his gimmick.
Honestly, yeah.
And it's really sad too, because it almost kind of becomes like this. Not that you have to do this, but I think a lot of people feel like you have this. There's like this. People think to be a YouTuber, there's a requirement to dye your hair like a crazy color, because it's like, well, if I don't do that, then I'm falling behind the competition and people won't click on me with my crazy hair. It's like, no one fucking cares. You just look like a
Just don't look like
loser.
just don't look like a homeless person, I think is
Yeah.
right.
Well, I think honestly, it's to me that demonstrates a lack of confidence in your abilities. It's like I have to add a gimmick to my channel because I can't hold it on my own.
Yeah. Then you're only dependent on your brand image, not actually anything else.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people. It's the same people who think like, oh, I have to get the Shure SM7B microphone. I have to have the LED strips with like the blue and the pink in the background, or blue and red, whatever the fucking colors are. Yeah, it's like all that shit, and it's like you start seeing people's setups, and it's like the same fucking setup every single fucking like channel. Now, I'm not saying you have to hang yourself upside down from a tree and wear a miner's helmet and have a funny mustache to entertain me, but
That would definitely
Yeah.
Improve the value of it.
your typical bitch with like a LED fucking headset with kitty ears, with she's has an OnlyFans on the side, does cosplay, has dyed hair, has Kirby and Pikachu plushies in the background, and has LED lights, like all of that. It's just like, I've seen, like, you're just, stop it, get out of here.
Sounds like you.
That's definitely me. Which by the way, have you seen that video? It was kind of circulating the past few days of those I don't even know what you want to call them, just like weird left extremist people that were going to that like it's like a city hall event where like they spoke in front of a bunch of people, but they were dressed like borderline clowns because that was like part of their like woke get up. Like there was someone that had like a crazy blue afro looking thing and they looked like an actual like clown.
No.
Oh. Pretty fucking funny. Let me see if I can find it.
The night is dark.
Okay. Upgrade this one.
Damn it, what's the fucking video called? Oh, hold on. I know someone that posted it. I'll just take it from there.
Puny humans.
Oh yeah. It's so bad. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of it because obviously you can't just be watching full fucking videos in the middle of your thing. But I'm gonna screenshot it and I'll just like send you with this person.
Person, place, or thing.
Because I know the whole like clown thing became like a insult in recent years. I always thought that was kind of like dumb, but it is funny how they've kind of turned the joke around on themselves these days. Yeah, there you go. And this person was being dead serious, showing up to this like government building looking like this.
Oh my god. That looks fucking awful, man.
They were mad about some sort of whatever that the government was doing of, oh, we're oppressed or some shit.
God. There we go. Seems like they're repressing themselves.
Oh wait, hold on. I got one more. Did he need? Yeah, apparently people just show up
Fire with fire.
in borderline cosplay outfits. This is a lady, by the way. Hold on, where's?
Emphasizing that it's usually never a good.
I just wanted to make sure. I mean, it's pretty evident, but still. I truly believe it's time to open the asylums back up.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be nice?
Burn, burn.
You're coming up looking like a fucking like Walmart Vegas showgirl or something. That's putting it nicely too. This is like Ronald McDonald's autistic sister, and this is like this is like the member of the Addams family that no one wants to talk about. Like they're both kind of repugnant, kind of gross.
Kamate!
Oh, help DK through the mines? What the fuck?
Does it say DK?
It does. It actually did.
Oh, that is DK. What the fuck?
Yeah. With King Rule or something? K Rule? Right?
Isn't that like a rapper?
You're talking to me!
Apparently there's some kind of fear right now that because of all the shit that's been going on with USAID, that the monkeypox breakout is gonna get out of control, and we may be facing another pandemic.
Oh
We're
no.
always facing a pandemic. Oh?
Well, that's what they believe.
Well, hello there, fellows.
How's it going?
Well, I thought the boys were gonna stay up the entire night and play Siege, so I just made and drank an entire thing of gamer subs, and I come back and they're like, yeah, we're gonna go to bed. So I'm sitting here fully caffeinated and fucked.
Love it.
Fight fire with fire.
Can't play Siege because I'd rather commit suicide than play that by myself.
In
And
Minecraft.
Fortnite is patching.
Womp womp.
Well, so what's that game about?
Kingdom Rush.
It's about 5 minutes too long.
It's about 5
Yeah.
minutes too long.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what it was about. It's about 5 minutes too long.
What does that even mean?
Okay.
Surgeon doesn't
help
like mobile games, which is what this
That
used
is
to
true. Mobile games are for people with tiny brains.
Be. That's
I play
me.
My Singing Monsters on Steam.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
kind of. I have like 70 hours in it. It's like a tism. Like everyone's got their one thing that is like, wow, you might be autistic.
Ah, John, you're autistic.
Thanks, man.
Light my fire.
So are you, other person.
Nah, I don't do that. I'm too
What's your one nerdy
too
thing?
plugged into the real world.
He has
You're sitting
100.
in a Discord call watching a live stream.
That is true. I have to be his babysitter because if I don't sit in here,
I'm too plugged into the real world.
he animals out and he starts talking about like eating his own feces and shit. It's not a pretty sight.
Oh, Septic's in chat. Hey.
Oh, that guy.
Aim high, aim true.
I like that guy.
At least someone does.
What's wrong with you?
You can't say that to him. He's on the verge.
Well, maybe that'll snap him out of it. I don't know.
No.
Sometimes in this world you make friends and sometimes you make enemies.
Surgeon makes enemies. He doesn't have a single friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That's
still have my
true.
soundboard on. May I do a couple, Averno?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Mr. Hold on, actually, we'll play my favorite game I like, because I have to update my games on my Xbox, so I'll have to close it off anyways. We'll play the pick a number on my soundboard.
That's it, I'm unsubscribing from life. See what you've done, Surgeon? See what you've
This
done?
is your fault.
I've probably talked a few people to the edge.
I don't doubt that.
Aim high, aim true.
Alright, pick a
This is
number
what you do.
between 1
You
and
talk-
127.
8,
2, you said?
Yeah, I said 2.
29.
My aim is flawless.
Oh, number 2.
Damn right.
if you heard
Damn right, it's number 2.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Surgeon? 8?
No, his isn't important.
Dark.
I
Oh,
said,
okay.
well, I said 8, then I revised it to 29.
29.
Yeah, that was
Xi
worth it.
Jinping.
I mean, there's a couple in here that I think might get the stream taken down, if anyone watched the stream.
Do the
It'll
N-word
get
one.
automatically taken down.
Okay, so don't pick number 54.
Is that the N-word one? Pick that one.
That is a whole KKK speech.
That's good.
Wow.
That's what the channel's all about.
Aim high, aim true.
That is what we're about here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn my soundboard off.
I've done that before with some creep that kept trying to use me to get themselves a girlfriend without putting any work in himself. What? What are you talking about?
Talking about you, bitch.
I'm the person that
Saying the N-word?
I've used Septic to get himself a girlfriend? Or to get myself a girlfriend? What are we talking about?
Talking about that.
Silent.
They were ending it? Well, stop being a pussy.
Your
There
mom.
was someone on a Discord server I was on at one time where they would, like, basically publicly groom people.
Like clean them?
No. But at one point, like, they got server muted for a day, and then, like, as soon as they got unserver muted, they're like, I'm ending it all, this is all your fault. They sent a picture of, like, of them cutting themselves, and then they left the server, and we're all like, welp.
I could
Who cares?
tell you a really fucked up story. And John, this might change your opinion of me a little bit, but that's okay. You wanna hear a fucked up story?
Alright, let's hear it.
Alright. When I was in high school, we did stage makeup for my theater class.
Oh, you were one of
And
those.
one of-
You were a theater kid?
I was a
Wow,
theater kid.
you were a
Yep,
theater kid.
reputation ruined.
Is dark.
I guess that already has ruined your image of me.
Damn.
But anyway,
It's already bad enough.
Damn.
but we had to do wounds, and so I made this really long, like realistic looking cut on my arm, and without any context, I sent it to this chick who I knew would like freak out and thought I was like harming myself. So I sent her the picture and said nothing, and I had like a whole stream of texts coming back at
Then
me
you
for
blocked
that.
him afterwards.
Oh my god.
I didn't tell her like what it was for like a good I don't know, like 5 hours, I think. So,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a year.
oh, I mean, if
Like
Just
a
don't
year
even
later,
reply
hey, by the way, I'm
back.
not dead.
My aim is flawless.
You're the reason why.
New phone, who dis?
but she's
You
like,
should-
oh
you
my
should-
god, I can't believe you would do that. And after I was like, yeah, fucking calm down.
Should have sent a caption like said it's all because of you.
The night is dark.
Should have sent it to someone completely random. Just completely. They don't
Well, they're
even know
not
who
gonna
you
give
are.
a fuck.
Send it to your mother.
But like, who's this weirdo sending me a picture of their cut arm?
I don't don't know. First thing that came to my head, sent it to a Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut? What the fuck?
Why, welcome to Pizza Hut. How can I help you? Look at this picture of my cut arm. Oh my god. Give me a free pizza or I'll make it worse.
Then at Pizza Hut, yeah. They'd love it.
Septic says I'm only halfway here, so like halfway present, halfway bleeding out.
They're down but not out right now.
Light my fire.
This channel is getting deleted tomorrow.
One can hope. One can hope.
Yeah, oddly enough, I think the theater kid comment probably fucked with them more than the actual story
Yeah.
itself.
No, 100%.
Yep.
Fucking loser.
Hey, I was a theater kid before it was like woke and gay, alright? So,
I'm sure you were, buddy, alright?
When I was in high school, you could be, like at my high school specifically, you could have been like the most respectful, kind, like best person in the world, but if you joined the debate team, like you were basically publicly shunned.
that's weird.
Well, no.
They're all racist, fuck them.
No, yes, they were. No, legit, like, the debate team was known for making people become racist.
Well, I mean,
Because
maybe some people's gotta be racist.
Maybe
you know
they
what
got
I'm
the right
The debate
idea.
coach was racist and homophobic.
Maybe they got the right
saying? I will
idea.
say, debate bros are notorious for like not caring about stepping on toes. I mean, I could believe that. Why not? Sure.
I knew a guy, and he was like really nice. Like, I went to a couple parties with him. Like, he's a pretty chill dude, right? He joined the debate team in my senior year. I never talked to him until graduation because he was always going to
Fight
debate
fire
things.
with fire.
He legit, like, he used to have his hair like a little grown out, like a nice little crew cut kind of thing. The last time I saw him at graduation, he had fucking cornrows.
That's
Like,
wild.
how do you go from crew cut to cornrows? I don't understand.
He's a white man? Well, that's cultural appropriation.
Right?
Jesus.
Like, can you do that? I didn't know you could do that.
Also, John, your look that you got going on, that's also cultural appropriation. You're stealing from the Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
You're not allowed to have a mustache.
You can't have the mustache, you need to like bleach your skin a little bit. It's a little too dark.
Yeah, and that sombrero you're wearing? Mm-mm.
Ankle fly. Yeah.
Confusing the people listening to your podcast. Yep.
Definitely a podcast.
This is a podcast now. I mean, there are sometimes I'll chuck on like a smaller stream like yours and then just alt-tab and have it on in the background just to have noise.
Yeah, there's sometimes
I wonder how
I'll
many
throw
people
on just
fucked
some
in
like
my,
random throwaway stupid fucking stream that doesn't matter like John's. Like just some non-existent sub 1000 piece of shit channel just to fall asleep to.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean it like that.
It's okay. Offense taken.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, I meant it like that.
Surgeon minute like that.
I mean, we're talking about the difference between XQC and John here.
Oh, I'm talking about this
Do I
between
have
John
to
and just a
pretend I
normal
have
human being.
Asperger's and stuff to be cool?
Does he do that?
I don't know. He's definitely got some type of tism, that's for sure.
I think he might just have, like, the first confirmed case of brain rot ever.
Bro's got autism.
He's patient zero.
That might be Fred actually.
Really? You don't think XQC is patient zero?
I think Fred is patient zero for sure.
Oh, Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Remember Fred?
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
it's
no,
Fred!
definitely. Yeah, that's Fred.
Are you not entertained? Light
I
my
bet you that John was an avid Fred watcher.
No, actually. I didn't watch Fred until he left, and that's because somebody showed me a clip.
And you're like, thank God he left.
There's a
I
Simpsons
remember
reference in
being
here.
over at a cousin's house and they had the Fred TV show on.
Remember Fred the movie?
Oh, God. I watched that 3 times at that place.
Damn, I'm
Not
sorry.
My choice. Yeah, I have mental scarring and I go to therapy every week for that. and then he just started making noises and it was the punchline of the joke.
Yeah, his whole angle was he pitches up his voice and is so random and so quirky.
Yeah. Kind of like theater kids. Fucking loser.
Fuck.
Damn.
Well, you know what? Fuck you.
My aim is flawless.
Arrangements can be made.
Well then, John, if theater is so cringy, then tell me, what was your elective that you took for high school then? Can't wait for this one.
I didn't do band. No.
Oh, you were in band. You were in band, dude.
I didn't do
Cringe.
band.
That's a sarcasm.
No.
Okay, then what'd you do?
The night is dark.
Sports medicine?
Sports medicine? What are you, a fucking nurse? You fucking little girl? Jesus, cringe. And you like touch guys' balls to make sure they didn't hurt? Ugh.
Only air
Gross.
balls.
You had the football players like bend over and touch their little hairy assholes.
It's alright. You can pretend to be grossed out as much as you want, Surgeon. I know that's your dream job.
Hairs like Ratatouille.
I mean, I'm not the one that picked it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. We actually had to untangle their ball hairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does it smell like? Describe it.
Greasy.
See, all I did was just, we did a few stage fights, a few, lines here and there, but you're a
Oh,
straight
lines?
touching
You guys did coke?
football nutsacks.
Oh.
Yeah, we were doing lines. How do you think we got ready for a show?
Jelly beans.
Good point there.
Sam, are you still in the chat? If so, what was your elective?
Sam? Oh, it does say Sam. Huh, I never noticed.
I just called him septic.
I've always called them Sam.
I always called him cunt.
Yeah, they'll respond to pretty much any derogatory term.
I think same with Surgeon, pretty much.
Mr. Streamer,
Call
when
me
are you
whatever
doing the
you
Balatra
want.
stream?
When am I doing the what stream?
Aim
The
high.
Balatra
stream.
stream.
Fuck that.
The nude one or the Balatra?
Oh, I think it said lobster.
What the
Fucking
fuck?
lobster stream.
I think it's the lobster,
lobster
stream.
stream.
I thought that was his way of saying you need to go back and play another Crab's Treasure again. I thought that was kind of his weird way
Oh,
of
that's
saying
a good
that.
game though.
Honestly,
No,
solid game.
the lobster stream is watching a SpongeBob compilation of Larry the Lobster's best moments.
Oh, I love that part where Larry gives SpongeBob the hand job.
Yeah, that's a claw
Great
job
scene.
actually.
He grips it too tight and snips his little dick off.
Observe.
Oh god.
Actually, Bard, if you're gonna talk about theater and you're gonna talk about that kind of theater, it's THEAT. RE, not ER.
Theater.
Theatre.
Theater.
No, you're that fruity guy, huh? You're gonna be like, oh, actually.
Hello, la, la, la.
Man, imagine being so boring that you didn't actually pick like an art to go into in school. Cringe! Ugh! Gross!
Amazing, actually.
I hung out with all my
Shop
friends
count.
and we just sat by the road smoking crack.
Yeah.
Shop class
Yeah.
count as
My
a-
kind of thing.
That count as art? I made a trailer.
Oh, you were in shop?
Arrow to your knee.
Yeah. The one of the teachers is like, "Hey, can you guys like fix my my trailer for shop class?" And we're like, "Sure." Fucking man, that was not a functioning trailer afterwards.
I feel like
It was like-
everyone took shop except for me. Like I'm like the one person that never did that.
Well, it was either shop or band, and like. I stopped doing band my sophomore year because the band director was like actually running the school instead of the principal.
Running the school and running the kids.
Yeah, like there were because my mom worked at that school, right? Because my mom's a teacher. And so he would be like, "You don't get to leave because your mom works here, so you get to do extra practice more than everyone else." I'm like, I have other things to do. He's like, "Yeah, no." And he would like lock the door.
Yeah, so those kids are getting run super hard, right?
Oh yeah. I have some friends that are still in high school because, you know, like how it works, you make friends that are whatever. My high school is weird. It went from mine went from 6 to 12. Like my high school is weird. And so like they come and like to we go out to a movie. They're like, "Man, band's been working really hard on me lately," and I'm like, "Just quit."
Wait, you
up.
said your high school was 6th to 12th grade?
My high school was 6 to 12.
That's
What
fucked.
the fuck?
Right. It was weird. It worked though.
We at least had a middle
Surprising.
school.
Well, because we were the, like, the quote-unquote innovation
Losers.
school, right?
Well, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. You know, you got the 12th graders dating the 6th graders. Like, how's that gonna happen?
So there wasn't actually that many cases of that. Like the worst
That
case
many.
I believe there was I think there was like a 10th grader dating a 6th grader at one point was the worst case, but like it's the principals are actually because there's like 5 or 6 principals. Like,
principals are in on it.
there's almost a principal per grade, and it's like a split campus. Like they built one campus first, and then there's a courtyard in the middle, and then basically disjointed from the other one is the high school campus. So it's basically 2 schools under one banner.
Let's go wreck it!
Did you know that John's first girlfriend when he was in 8th grade was a 1st grader?
That's fucked up, brother. Fuck no.
Yeah, it is. Why would you do that?
Here's something else.
I sure am.
I mean, it is fucked up, John. Like, why are you doing that?
It's pretty
Explain
bad.
to everyone.
You're fucked up, brother.
You're really pushing innocent until proven guilty here, man.
Why is he, like, turning it back on me? I'm not the one that's doing it.
Get some.
Oh, I hope you get your balls slammed in a fucking car door.
Me too.
Wait. I just kind of want to know how that happens. So, like, first I have my clothes off for some reason, right? And then I'm like,
Slammed my penis in the card.
and then I'm like getting out of the car, and for
Yep.
some reason I stand like by the car, and someone pulls the door shut, and my balls get stuck in the door.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Ouch.
It's a very particular like situation that has to happen in a very specific way.
Hey,
It happens,
never
man.
say never. There's always a chance that something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I did it.
Random question.
Mm-hmm.
bagel or donut?
Honestly, bagel.
Thank you.
As long as it's
Wing-
toasted.
Everyone says or donut, and it's like, why donut?
It depends what type of donut you like, but like honestly, places around here, Dunkin' stopped serving fucking what is it called? French curlers.
Oh,
Which dude,
oh no.
hell no. I need my French curlers.
You
Like the
missing your
Olympic
French
team?
curlers?
Sorry.
French curlers are the best. Cannot prove me wrong.
So one of you went to what's known as a John Quincy Adams School, which was set up like European schools, where middle school is actually high school, and it goes on for long. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Night is dark.
That's pretty cool.
Funny because I didn't do that. I just came in through the high school.
It's like one of those things. But yeah, American schools are weird when it comes to like band. Band always gets worked way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny because the band director is so. The last time I was in the band, my sophomore year, which was like I think 4, maybe 5 years ago now.
It's broad.
We lost the All-State by like 0.326 points or something. And he got so butthurt about that. Apparently he hasn't gone to All-State since, despite qualifying every single year. He refuses to take the band until they change the rules to make it in his eyes more fair.
It's just
Right?
yeah.
Like the way it is right now is there's 3 judges and you average it out, right? He wants them to have 5 judges and then you take off the top judge and the bottom judge and then you average it again.
Jeez.
And it's like, where are you gonna find 5 fucking judges? Because it can't be a band director from another band.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to local theater schools and ask a teacher there to go like, hey, you wanna check band? And they'll say no, because I have a cool party to go to. It's like one of those things. Band just sucks. Band just sucks. With us, it's kind of funny because like I'm in Europe when they used to have band quite a lot, and then after World War II they kind of stopped.
High and
Yeah,
true.
and the reason for it is because band is set strictly in military regimen, pretty much. The reason kids used to get it is just to get them ready to be the drummer boy. So they stepped away from it after a certain incident.
Nice.
And again, my
nice.
high school is a Rudolf Steiner
Thanks.
school, so it's
Fuck.
it's weird. I got dance as one of my classes. I got to organize a rave instead of doing my regular musical development class. Just got to organize a rave, made some money out of that, got to keep the money.
Are you not entertained? Oh, boy. Come
Ooh.
What the fuck is going on in the chat?
Surgeon.
Oh.
Surgeon he's being somebody specific who is dearly missed at this moment.
Classic theater kid.
Classic theater kid.
Should have never have told us that.
You know, as a tech bro, I own a classical theater troupe. That's for the tax deductible, but still.
Oh wow, thank you, weather app. Cold weather warning. It's not like it's been -6 for the past 3 days.
Aim true.
You know, in cold country, huh?
No, I'm in the fucking south.
My aim
Oh.
is flawless.
Why is it cold here?
That's not good.
We got 7 inches of snow.
I mean, that would make it cold.
I haven't been to work since last Friday because school was canceled every single day this week.
Just open the school yourself. Duh.
No.
Open your own school or a church. Tax deductibles.
Tax deductibles. Shut the hell up.
Now, it was funny. When I was in the US, within 2 months, I opened a church on paper with 16 followers. We all got tax deductibles on that. So anytime we want to, like, buy something expensive, we just...
It's for the church.
It's for the church. I need 16 of these for the church.
I need 16 flat screen TVs for the church.
What it was, like, 50-inch flat screens. We needed some game PCs, so we built those. We bought the parts for it, deducted that. It was a good time. Now
See,
that
the
I'm,
thing is, too, you can actually probably get away with that.
yeah, no, we did get away with it. Like when I left the country, I had to dissolve the church, and then the IRS was just like, yeah, this is fine. And
Well,
That
not
was
not
it.
even just that. Like churches nowadays do that. Like when I was younger, and we would only occasionally go to church, you know, because we don't got time to do shit. But we would.
This church is
My parents
boring.
would drop me off at the church's like teenage whatever daycare,
oh, yeah.
and they had like gaming computers, just fucking like 15 gaming computers and Xboxes set up.
Yeah.
And like this one room set aside, and I would just play fucking like Lego Batman 2 or some shit on Xbox.
Yeah, because it's seen as, instead of, like here, it's like the community center will have stuff like that. And they get tax deducted, but based on how many people visit the community center. With a church, it's technically a business, but with the same tax deductions that major cultural outreach programs would have.
Ooh.
So there's a benefit to starting a church. So
Is it
Vernon,
Friday or
when's the Church of
Saturday?
Vernon coming?
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
I would
I
like
don't-
my tax deductible, friend.
I don't support churches. They're a scam.
Do you support tax deductibles?
I don't support taxes.
What about green screen friendly shirts?
I actually
Vernon,
have a green screen
you can
shirt.
start a business. If you register as a business, you also have your taxes lowered and your deductibles up.
Business implies profit from this.
No. Here's the thing. Business never implies profit. That is a false equation. And you want to know how you know this? The largest businesses in the U.S., the top 10 bracket, never made a profit. They never made a profit. Because that's not why you run a business.
Wait, so
I know.
this is a mobile game, everyone?
Yeah.
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 This is a really high quality mobile game.
This has been out for a long time.
Oh,
So it's
it's
2018, this one.
It's an old one, like Throw the Monkey kind of shit. Like high quality mobile games when mobile games used to be good.
Yeah.
No, because that's way earlier even. But this is already in the middle of the full-on decline. But it needs to
Is
look
this like Jetpack Joyride era or like
Before.
just before that.
just before that?
Yeah. So before that, you just bought a game for $2.
So like Angry Bird level.
My aim is flawless.
Let's see if we can.
You can age the game.
Should still have it somewhere. Let's see. Files.
I think that guy got past you, buddy.
Yeah, he did.
You're dying. John, come on, don't let your brother nail it.
Oh.
Would you ever be down to play Balloon Tower Defense 5 Battle Mode?
John
Sure,
would-
yeah, man.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. The co-op one where you go against someone, basically.
Yeah. You
That
can
is
play
not
against
co-op,
your.
John.
I mean,
Versus.
Well, there's co-op that they have, and then there's also.
there is a co-op and there is a versus. I was talking about.
I think
versus.
Battle. Didn't they change to its own thing now?
Yeah, the battle mode is its own app.
Yeah.
I would like to know if you'd be down to do a couple of those sometime.
Hell yeah, brother.
If you want to look up what like mobile games used to be, look at Blade Slinger from 2000.
Oh, I know what mobile games used to be. I'm not that young.
It was a wonderful time without exploitative practices.
I played Cut the Rope when it came out.
Then you're already late to the party, but okay.
Not necessarily.
Where were you when the iPhone was unveiled?
An arrow to your knee.
I mean,
At home.
probably not talking, but still there.
That was in the room. It was weird. Then again, every Apple reveal was weird.
Did you
Oh,
play
let me-
Cut the Clitoris? Oh, that's a good question.
We
I
can
never
make
played
a
it.
game like that, no problem.
The night
You know,
is
cut the
dark.
rope is from cut the tits. So that was a game on the Commodore 64.
June 29th, 2007. I was like 2 when the iPhone came out.
Okay, yeah. I'm so old that was when I got my iPhone for development.
Warriors.
I had to make software for the iPhone. And then we found out that money was not in just in games like Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery RPG. It was, and not in good games. It was just in exploiting grandma to pay more money. I should check because I still got file, right? Super Brothers.
Sure.
Yeah. I still got.
Surgeon's one of those people.
Hey, I will not deny being a Zoomer, but I will defend myself in saying I am not the worst kind.
Not the
Even
worst
then, it
kind.
doesn't really matter. Like if you're a person, put
Guilty
your phone
by
away every once in a while,
association.
read something. Give me a Wikipedia page.
I can't
Give me a
read.
Wikipedia page every once in a while. Like that's the thing with John.
Oh.
He-
How many letters am I holding up with my fingers?
11.
I said letter.
That's what I said.
Waffles. I'm glad the games I grew up playing were like Black Ops 2 and shit, not...
Same here. Well, World at War, technically.
Fortnite is an amazing media platform to extort marketing principles.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So as an idea, it's awesome. In practice, it's hell. But this is the same as having a phone with an app store on it. Because we started calling it a phone instead of what it is, which is a computer. And I don't get to use it. Like when I go to the Google offices, I have to leave my phone at the front desk. I'm not allowed to bring it in.
I have to put my phone in a locker whenever I go to work.
Yeah, but I'm not there for work. It's everybody just there. And it's not so that you're distracted. It's been since day one. Nobody goes in and works on software there and gets to keep their phone around. There's a reason for that. There's a reason we've known forever. At least the tech industry. Shrinkage of prefrontal cortex, neurological decay, skill decay, but it's all good because we need that. Because we don't need more educated workers.
Yeah, we don't need
That's pretty
education.
That goes against keeping our position.
Come, mistake.
Hey, Mr. Streamer, you know the movie Inside Out, correct?
Nope, never heard of it. Is that a Fortnite clone? No, I've heard of it, obviously.
Just once. Alright, so this is just set up to get to where I'm going, but the core memories, right? That kind of thing. The whole concept of it. If you had to like describe one of your core memories for gaming specifically,
Ooh.
what would you say it is?
Black Ops 2 spawn killing. When I learned how to do that.
An arrow to your knee.
Interesting. I like
Making-
asking
yeah.
this question because you can determine what kind of person is when they play games by what their first thing they say is.
Setting up my business fund by taking bets in Unreal Tournament 2000. I wasn't the only one. Some of us got really rich doing that.
My core
Mine
memory
is-
was my dad fucking me when I played GoldenEye.
Don't
How
read
wonderful,
that out,
surgeon.
John. And now he has a sound clip with you saying that.
Good. Probably get more views on my
core
channel.
memory is sitting with my older sister on our couch after renting a Redbox copy of
Damn.
Minecraft for the Xbox 360
Red
and being
box.
excited when the chest made the chest sounds.
Dark.
I remember being excited to have anything but the fucking mobile. Because I remember when the mobile came out and it was ass.
There's only been a couple mobile games that I've actually like genuinely enjoyed.
There's a whole lot of them, but for some reason all of them are from before 2014.
Yeah, My Singing Monsters is one of them. It's an older one. I like Battle Cats. I don't play it as much as I used to, but like I really liked it in middle school. But it was the Battle Cats is fun. Then there was one of my favorite games. Is called Mindustry. It's actually also on Steam, but it's basically a Factorio.
Did you know Factorio originally released on mobile and was pulled?
Is it
It
really?
uses some licensed stuff, so it had to be, and then they just didn't want to deal with that because it's a nightmare to deal with. And then just had to
Neat.
focus on Steam. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that that are like, oh, they released on Steam. I DM'd you, by the way, one game that I super
Yeah, I saw
adore
it.
on iOS
I saw
and
it.
Android. It's also on the Switch these days, because it was an easy port. It's just, because it's an easy port, that's good enough reason to port something.
What was your guys' like first like console? Like some people's like
PlayStation
my
2.
First, yeah, like PlayStation 2. Someone's I have a friend who said they
What?
played Doom 99.
My dad was a developer at 3M, software developer. And he was a huge game nerd. So we had pretty much everything from when I grew up. But my first one that I owned myself, paid for it myself, was a Nintendo 64. The first I played was, funnily enough, an MSX that had the original Metal Gear on it.
The first game I can remember playing
My
ever
Oh my god.
was Lego Indiana Jones on the Xbox 360.
An arrow
That's a
to
good
your
game, though.
knee.
That's a good way to start.
It is a good game. I'm glad, and it lets me appreciate the older Lego games because they are better than what they make now.
Well, it's a completely different type of game, but it's just a fun, relaxing, collect-a-thon kind of game. Where
I
fun
can't play
things
them
happen.
anymore. I don't got the patience for it, but like I can appreciate like I found Lego Marvel superheroes on
Oh,
sale.
dude, goated.
get behind.
That one is
being
the
true.
best by far Lego game that they've
My
ever
aim
made.
is flawless.
And I 100%ed that on my
Night is
Xbox
dark.
360.
Hell
It
yeah.
was fucking great. But it's like comparing it to games I played as a kid and watching my younger sister grow up, who she's like 7, maybe like basically a decade younger than me. And the games she grows up playing and like watching her develop as a gamer, it's like, fuck. Next generation's fucked.
Well, it's also like a lot of people don't know this, but like when I first had to roll out like mobile software, the thing that we were taught to do was have a psychologist on staff and a neurologist,
Strength and honor.
and pretty much ask them how we can subvert everything normal about human behavior to maximize profits. And so it's not as much like you already notice it. Like you probably have a way lesser attention span than generations before you, but even the generations before you are impacted with a shrinking prefrontal cortex, neurological responses being all out of whack.
I mean,
And all that.
I won't say it's not from the games and shit,
Fire with
but I do
fire.
also have
Necessarily true.
diagnosed ADHD, so that doesn't help.
It
Same
doesn't
here.
help. No, that's. Did you know when we started diagnosing ADHD in Europe? We started heavily diagnosing it in the 60s. So we were way earlier at that. And what we're seeing is that now we're at 8 to 100 times, 8 to 10 times as much ADHD documented cases. But the difference in it is that it's after 2008. That's when the uptick started to happen.
I'm before that. I'm before the curve. I have real ADHD, not that Zoomer.
Yeah, for real.
The
The
thing that happened is
anxiety
that
disorders and shit.
I got the deluxe pre-order edition.
it's like it's weird because like anxiety within ADHD was never a really big thing, and after 2008, that's a big thing. So ADHD was often seen as a real big pro instead of a con. I was diagnosed relatively young. Everybody within my high performance group at Google was diagnosed very young, and we
My fire.
just made a shit
Big yippee.
ton of money because I could just run multiple projects without sweating it. It just has to be something I actually like that has
Right.
to do with the
That
feedback.
damn badonkadonk dump truck.
I know, doctor.
That is something I've noticed though, because I have friends older than me. I have friends younger than me too. That 2008 thing you're talking
Way
about,
too
the
young.
before and after diagnosing ADHD. I wouldn't call them friends, but I know people that like 2010s and beyond and after that were born and diagnosed with ADHD, and it affects them so much differently than all the people.
Because it was
before
treated
then.
differently.
Yeah.
It was treated completely differently.
Because when I was a kid, I was always like a new school, enrolled in it. Oh, you have ADHD? Oh, you're in the special education class now. And it's like,
Fire with fire.
I'm sitting there, I'm bored because they're just these kids around me. Well, it's not their fault. They do
John was on the short bus.
worst.
Damn right
worst
I
dis-
was.
I was too, but like I'm sitting there on the short bus, like, why the fuck am I here?
Only for a couple
He looks just
days.
like them.
Yeah, you look to your right
And
and you
it's
see,
because it
and it's like,
Yeah, it's
fuck.
like a reflection.
But it's because ADHD used to be treated as an actual disability, like it's a disruption to the class, and it's a problem, not a.
Yeah, my 3rd grade teacher tried to prescribe me Ritalin, dude.
My
That's not
4th
bad,
grade
that's not
teacher
bad.
tried to like get other kids to make fun of me to try to get me to like get in line. Like, looking back on it, she tried to like
Or like
she
a
had
free
a point
handicap
system,
spot.
like she had a reward and like point system set up with me because my
Ooh, I know what her reward
Medic-
was.
my medication, the insurance people stopped paying for my medication, so we couldn't afford it anymore. So I was in ADHD medication withdrawal as a 4th grader.
We
And the
did
teacher's
something
like,
called-
fuck, what do we do? Let's let's say if this kid sits still for 30 minutes, he can work towards a point to be able to play on this Chromebook for 15 minutes.
My teachers would literally
grab a cock for
ask
30
me if
minutes.
I had my Dextro or not.
Nice.
If I had my Dextro, then you'd get to a point where they'd say, okay, then we can do regular work. And otherwise, I'd had to go way beyond coursework. So let's say I was doing basic arithmetic, they'd just go, okay, here's geometry. You never learned this. Go figure it out.
Yeah.
And that worked really weirdly because they will remove all stimuli till the only stimuli that's left is the geometry work.
I can't.
I love stimuli.
I bet
And
you
then
do.
The ADHD kicks in and you just start doing your coursework. And turns out you can actually, you learn things really nicely and quickly with ADHD because of the hyperfocus. But back in the day, they were using/abusing the hyperfocus to get you to skip
Back in the day, if you misbehaved, you get the butt plug.
These days,
The vibrating butt plug now.
Yeah. But
You
even
get the wooden butt plug, get asshole splinters.
Even just the question, did you get your dextroamphetamines in today or not, is a question. If you ask that now, that's a court case waiting to happen. If you used to ask that was just them gauging as a teacher, hey, can we give them regular coursework or are we going to trick his brain into...
They did that same shit with me. And you can't do that anymore. If I ask the kids I work with if they took their attention meds today, I will get in trouble.
Yeah, even though it's, you should...
Take your meds, you little fucking shit.
Take your meds. It's part of...
Call your fucking parents.
It's like,
Not even that.
it's trying to
That would've-
downplay the
Oh, fuck your parents.
condition. It doesn't necessarily need to be
Doctor.
upplayed. It does need to be approached differently than education is treating it.
As a realistic part of life. Let's not beat around the bush. You can see things like ADHD, which I have a severe form of.
Light my fire.
Let's pause real quick. You might need to change the name of this stream to Philosophically Power Hour with games included.
That's how
But
Blue
it's
Change
one
the
of those
stream
Intelligence
to
things
horny
was.
stories.
People.
Horny stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, we can rename it to that. Horny stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah,
Have you taken your Dextro? Ooh.
aka the last stream this channel will ever see.
So, but
I mean,
it's one
Jump's
of
already
those
given
things
his V card story, and it made me extremely fucking limp.
Whatever you say,
Hey,
buddy.
mine was pretty cool.
Say it like that.
That story fucking
It's because he's a
John,
big
can you-
hornball.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, can you please change some details to make it somewhat alluring, somewhat enticing?
No.
Like me?
Archer's ready. Sorry.
I don't need that part about you using your dick as a jump rope. That's kind of gross.
John's story is literally
Fucking
went to a
Drake.
concert and he boned everybody there.
Even the men.
Yeah.
It's like
He couldn't stop
Are you
himself.
okay?
Come, come.
Actually, only the men.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's okay. We still love
Oh
him.
my god.
Warrior.
It's so hot.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He went to the
A
DJ
lot
booth and put his
of
dick on the
things
fucking
are
platter.
wrong with me.
Was my story okay enough for you, Doctor?
Oh, the one about how you had to go in for an exam and the doctor put his finger up your butt and you're like, ooh,
Oh.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
that
bi.
one. Can you do the crank too? That's what I asked the doctor. I remember it yesterday. It's like
Can I do the... Wait, what?
The crank.
Huh?
The crank?
Drink that soju.
Okay.
Watch
Are you asking if I'm on meth?
No.
Yes.
No. How about that too?
Yes.
Light my fire.
Are you?
Well, John already said yes, so...
Oh. Okay.
Because I already know the
Me and John
answer.
are real crank enjoyers.
I'm
Yeah.
on Dextro, John. I'm not on regular meth, so
Fight fire with fire.
I'm on an amphetamine. Because otherwise I won't make it through the day.
Oh, I took, by the way, like for the first time last year, I took Sudafed. I just thought it was like a regular like decongestant. That shit, like, it's like borderline, like,
It fucks you up.
it's like
Sudafed's great.
it's a crazy ass upper.
Well, wasn't there a teacher that was just they got in jail? No, it was a nurse was giving kids just cough syrup and Sudafed when the kids went in. So these kids were like all hyped the fuck up. Wild.
I'm gonna lose my job saying this, but that is something I've seriously considered someday. Hey Billy, you want a fucking cough syrup?
You seem a little slow today.
Calm your fucking tits.
You really don't want to know how many like tech bros in their drawer. If they open up the drawer, it's just
Brawl beats
a
brawl.
pharmaceutical company in there.
Aim high.
An illegal one?
I think I got
Absolutely,
Adderall on
like
one of my desks.
methamphetamine is the common one that they just have in their desk.
Oh, I would
Sudafed
think
is
cocaine.
something that you can get there if you ask your, in most companies, including Facebook, Meta, if you go there and you
Scrooge
ask
McDuck.
your office manager for Sudafed, he'll just get you Sudafed. If
eat
you
your
ask
shit
them
today?
for any legal drugs, including opioids, he will just
Well,
get you.
Sudafed's over the counter.
Yeah.
Yes, but not in the 200 milligram pill dosages.
Man flesh.
Well, that is
Those
true.
are specifically made for those companies. Same as if you want to do shrooms, microdose on them or macrodose. They don't really care. That's a thing. You can just ask
What
that.
the fuck are you meowing at me, bitch?
I would think programming while on hallucinogens sounds like a nightmare.
It actually makes you better at finding the patterns that you need to find.
Sounds like a
Um,
dream.
So it's this really weird thing because a lot of people go, yeah, programming is math-based, and it's not. It's linguistics.
Alright, get your ass in here, come on.
So if you want to activate that part of your brain, you have to start thinking in specific ways, like learning a new language. So if you hit a wall with that and you can't get over that, it's going to take you months to get over that
I
wall.
thought you were gonna say if you hit a woman. I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry.
And what will happen
That's
is that
not
they
a
will
crime.
just take
Have you tried it?
hallucinogens, and it will
I've hit children.
solve that. It will lift them over the wall.
Oh, Trump's wall?
That sounds like
That too.
my cue to go.
There's well, Meta just hired over 4,000 illegal immigrants as programmers, so that's a good one. Elon also, pretty much all Mexicans by now.
My aim is
Elon is our Lord and Savior.
He's my former colleague. Still have his phone number. We can call him. He won't like it. He's very much very much on drugs, all the time nowadays. It's just one of those things, you know. Happens a lot to those guys, by the way. If you're in tech, eventually you'll become a permanent user. If you want to play at that level.
A brony user.
That's what you are.
The largest
How many of
importer
your
of cocaine is actually SpaceX right now, so it's like
How many what, surgeon?
How many of your audience members are bronies?
Just you.
I'm the one brony, yeah. Or should I ask, how many bronies are actually theater kids?
All of you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
okay, Doctor, you used to be a theater kid. Did you also get to organize raves and stuff? They get to do that here. They get to organize like dance festivals and
I
techno.
don't know what you think a theater class does in an American high school.
Well, you know.
Not that.
Oh, well then they kind of suck. Because how are you gonna get the
We go through different subjects and theater performances, and we put on performances after doing several weeks
Gay.
of rehearsals.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my god! Can you imagine doing something in your school and developing a skill? I just go sit in the corner and do crack cocaine.
What
Nor
type of
cocaine.
accent was that supposed to be?
That was you.
It
That was
sounded
you.
like strong bad.
Aim high.
That was my best John impression.
It was wasted.
I think you were wasted. Oh!
My aim is flawless.
Oh, I got one. Oh man, that was
at
that was
my
better than an
office
orgasm.
here, at my Google office, I can get 50 milligrams a day of norcocaine, which is the active metabolite of cocaine.
Dude, at my Google office, I can get nudes off of all my coworkers.
That is also true because it's just in the database.
Just a bunch of whores working there.
Yes. Well, in general, just
Bunch of
all your
surgeons
pictures.
working
If you
there.
made it on a phone, there is a database of that, and they are sorted by nudity as well. It's I don't know if people would be okay with that if they find it out, but
I
would-
called Betsy on the other department. I'm like, can you hook me with Betsy in the sales department? And I'm like, they put me over, and she's already got like the phone in her pussy. So that was a very entertaining day. True fucking story.
Kamate, beauty humans.
Did you get Betsy's nudes? What?
No, I heard the inside of Betsy's fucking parts.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Furious.
Dude, that's weird.
You ever tried some real ass phone sex, John?
Don't
no.
have sex with your phone, John.
Aim
That's,
high. Aim true.
It's only phone sex if they actually fuck themselves with the phone.
That's what I've heard.
I'm getting
If
a
you don't-
box of flippers in.
If you don't hear, it's not real.
I don't know if that's what that sounds like, but you know, yeah, man.
No, that's
Okay,
I
we can
told
build
you.
a-
I called that whore Betsy in the other department, and that's what she was doing.
It happens. It happens.
Stuffing the cunt.
My aim is flawless.
What a gal.
What a gal.
You gotta be next level fucking hoe to be doing that shit.
Aren't you?
But, you know, there's a lot of people who, like, when I was 19, I made the blueprints of an open source sex machine as a joke with a couple of friends, and it actually sells. Like, people buy that shit, but it was like a Bender weekend project. But people buy that shit on AliExpress of all places. And it's like, so I earn money with it. They pay me for it, so that's nice. But
I buy semen on Wish.
Kamate.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
I bet
On
you
Fiverr,
do.
you could also. But just know you are still legally liable if you do that from the U.S.
What if it's like raccoon semen?
Then it's probably fine. I don't think that
Yeah.
can cause it. Yeah, it might cause an allergic reaction that you're on the hook for, but that person won't live to tell the tale. I can tell you. that much. If you're allergic to raccoon semen, it's going to be a heavy reaction.
Yeah, John, you can always try it. Just sprinkle some on your face and see if you get a rash.
I should try that, yeah.
You can also just touch a raccoon. It should already give you the reaction.
An
No,
arrow
I think this is the
toward
kind of research that that my body needs.
But as long as you go sit in the dumpster as you do it.
And I'm supposed to chug it, right, surgeon?
Oh,
Yeah, just sprinkle it on your face, then chug it
Dude.
whilst you sit in the dumpster.
every time someone
Red
mentions
house.
a dumpster now, I think of that one thing that I think I can't remember if it was 240 Shoota said. That dumpster bitch. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
The girl, the maggot
Oh,
girl.
the
yeah.
Maggot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old story, but it's nice. It's
I don't
it's very
know. That's the
descriptive.
word
I don't know if
would
that's the
use.
best word.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's like the Dagobah story, right? The swamps of Dagobah.
Sure.
That's also yeah. You don't know the story of the swamps of Dagobah?
Sure, go ahead and tell the story. I'm sure this is great.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna, because he will get flagged. You can say the name, but it's been 11 years ago. I'll throw the link in.
Sounds reminiscent of the pirate named Nigel.
Oh, that's a good, yeah.
Hey, by the way, I just got a Bitcoin from the Dread Pirate Roberts again. He was acquitted, but for some reason he had Bitcoins and he's been giving them to people he used to know when he went to prison. It was kind of funny. He got pardoned and now he's giving money away. Don't get on his bad. He was in prison for hiring killers. So, you know. But it's nice to get a Bitcoin
So
from.
basically, this is just a surgery gone wrong.
No. Well, it's the smell. Eventually, by the end of it, you'll get it. Like, everybody was vomiting in their personal protection equipment. And, the smell
I
would-
mean, a nasty
days.
hospital versus a horny girl in a dumpster with maggots. I mean,
well,
Your
you know.
I will say, like, yeah, I don't think that the maggot girl story is real. That just seems like bullshit that someone
No.
wrote. But I will say it is pretty fucking nasty. Like, whoever wrote that,
It's
man.
very descriptive is what it is.
Here's the sad part, though. Someone out there has read that story and gotten turned on by it.
100%.
100%.
My dick
yeah.
wiggled.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Sorry, noises now, because I have to think.
Are you not entertained?
There we go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, just fucking shoot it or 2-4. Do they even stop by anymore?
I haven't seen Shuda in a minute.
Yeah, he was like one of your regulars.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, what if he overdosed? I hope not.
That.
No, I'm pretty sure he messaged in the Discord a while ago.
Yeah. Shuda, if you're out there, your table is really cool.
I almost. Well, I don't know. I don't even actually know what would be the cause.
Yarrow,
Maybe he's maybe Australia's in under attack or something.
Yeah, they need him. Now more than ever.
And I haven't seen what's his the other. Well, I guess 2-4's been in here.
Yeah, as Cheat Storage, he changed his name because he's also starting streaming now. I wonder how that's going.
I aim true.
I don't know. Let's go see.
Man flesh. Brawl me.
I'm gonna go look him up so I can make fun of his channel.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
She,
So, but how are you today, John?
I'm alive.
he's very horny.
As always.
I had to. I'm not right now. Still dealing with the paperwork of 400 U.S. government workers
My aim is flawless.
moving to the Netherlands, and I have to like vet them and get them positions. And it's been hell, just like that, like an endless burp of paperwork.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Light my fire.
So, but military funding is out the wazoo, so that's great.
Woo!
Yeah.
Love the
France
military.
suddenly got really serious about automated warfare.
I wish Germany would get serious already.
Well, they are, but with something else.
Over them Jews.
No.
Orange Jews.
hate orange juice.
No, they still have 2 biological weapon facilities, so it's like... And they're, funnily enough, the only ones that are allowed to have them.
Wait, did he delete his Twitch channel?
Is it
Did
not
that
there
last
anymore?
like a whole 1 week? Well, I looked him up, and I found a site called Steam Recorder where I guess you or no, Stream Recorder.
I think he changed it to cheat storage.
I know, that's what I just looked up. I looked up cheat storage Twitch, and nothing is popping up. It's like he just disappeared.
Interesting.
And I even know that his channel exists at one point because there's another streamer that he clipped because there's a thing called doxed chords, and it says in description, clipped by cheat storage. So I know that his channel was there at one point, but it's not showing up in results, which makes me think that he had a 1 week binge of being a streamer and then just
realized
called
it's
it.
not the life it seems to be.
An arrow to your knee.
I thought being a streamer is the easiest life.
If you're a full-time streamer, yeah, 100%. I mean, there's that clip of Queso saying this shit's the easiest thing he's ever done. He's like, don't let anyone tell you any differently. It's not hard. He's like, I don't even have to go
The streaming.
that far
Never trust your
from
shadow.
my bedroom.
Streaming is, if you can make a little bit of money with it, it's the easiest way to make an LLC work for you. And it's also the easiest way, if you make enough money with it, the easiest way to have a job outside of database administration, which would be the same kind of work. Just database administration pays, $150K a year. Or streaming depends. And those are the 2 most laziest jobs I know. Yes, it works. It's good. Lazy jobs should be there.
Lazy jobs are the shit.
Alright, my income is automated. I don't know why other people don't do that, but work lazy, not hard.
Not entertained.
I always work hard.
I know. That's why all those cougars like you so much.
I'm popping in to say hi, dislike, and unsub. Alright, gotcha, man.
Thank you, Shiro. I appreciate you. I don't appreciate you, Surgeon. Your translation wasn't helpful.
What?
Light my fire.
He was being super nice.
He's not nice. He's actually kind of an asshole.
Hey, be nice. Nice.
No?
Nice, man.
Have you met me?
Yeah. Hey, still be nice.
I think too many people have met you.
Surgeon, be nice. That's like a...
Where did your name come from, by the way?
A
It's
surgeon?
as simple as it sounds. It's... If you're gonna do surgery, you need your eyes. And if you don't have your eyes when you're doing surgery, that's a bad thing. You might do bad surgery if you're a blind surgeon. Explaining it in the simplest fucking terms, yeah. I have a certain liking for names that are oxymorons.
Ironic?
Sure, that as well.
You wanna know what the
Greedy
worst thing
bitches.
is? That
That the
actually
name
know
sucks.
I know a blind surgeon,
Well,
and
he
he
should be
still
fired.
does surgery.
He should be fired.
No, he's pretty good. He works at Johns Hopkins.
How long's his dick?
I don't know.
Maybe
I
you
don't
should
know.
check.
That's not really.
Does he know how long his dick is? He's blind.
I could check. I think he'd notice because he has some really snazzy tech drilled into his skull.
Well, just be like
I don't know.
really, really quiet.
That'll make it. That makes it possible for him to still do surgeries.
I'm the sword.
He could also
Does he have any
see.
dick tech?
What? Yeah,
Does he have
probably.
tech for his penis?
That's more my thing, but I have a whole range of teledeldonics developed, and they're all honeypots for info. So.
Oh, Shiro just asked, "What did I do?" You called me the N-word like 5 times.
No, you didn't do
And as
anything,
a-
Shiro. I love
As a
and
proud
appreciate
Black
you.
American who has suffered at the hands of white people in this country, I demand reparations.
I thought you were a dog.
You thought I'm a dog? Why? Because I'm black? Is that what you think of me? Jesus.
No, it's just because you're online.
Wait, what? Dogs can get online?
Everybody online is a dog.
Oh,
I am.
I guess that explains the furry population.
Yeah, right? It's the only logical explanation. Everybody online is a dog. Or a bot. And if they're
John,
bots,
you got
they
that
watch
red
AI.
rocket?
Found old pictures of the dog. My old dog.
Which dog?
Dean.
Ah,
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Well, he's dead now, so.
he's dead. He's very dead. He's very much dead.
I figured as much.
It's, I like Dean. Dean was chill.
He was the goodest boy.
Well, he was also old. Even when I visited, he was straining to do most things.
John, you need another good boy for you?
He has Peanut, who really likes to pee. He's a nut about peeing. He's a peanut.
I jumped 2 different times from people for being white. This is a true story. Oh, I got jumped 2 different times of black for being white. This is a true story, and I apologize. You apologize for being white?
Darkest night.
As you should.
Being true.
Also, if you get jumped, right?
Kamate.
In general, you're doing something wrong. As somebody who gets shot at relatively frequently.
I also like how you said from B people, as if like saying black people is some kind of slur.
Yeah. Black people are just black people. That's okay. You can say that word.
Proud warriors.
But
Are
now
they
you're just
people, though?
infantilizing them.
For saying the N-word,
There you
I
go.
need
See, that
you to
explains
go.
it.
You need to go to
That
your
explains
nearest
it a little
Catholic
bit.
church and pay your penance.
Yeah, that explains it. If I walk up to a black person and I say the N-word, I might get a fist to my face. Swung.
Your ass?
Grab-
Oh.
Kamate.
No, that's only if I call him daddy. Works differently.
I'm the sword.
But yeah, if you say the N-word to a black person, some of them will get angry about that. Well, yeah, that depends. We're all humans, but I don't consider
We're all only the white ones are humans.
Yep.
like that.
Yep. That.
I don't consider any like. I classify people in 2 ways. Either you're worth
Either white
something,
or an animal.
White
you're
or wrong.
pretty much in the way of progress. And I like my progress. So it's like, Elon already offered me a job, so I like my progress. Let's
That's
turn
why
it
I
all into
apologize.
one
Wait.
corporation.
Why is Shiro apologizing?
Yeah, I don't.
You're apologizing for being white. Okay, well,
Shiro, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah. They're not technically people.
the whites?
None of us are.
We're all just monkeys, some more than others.
Oh, yeah, so when I was talking a little while back about monkeypox and how there's like a pandemic happening, or more like an epidemic happening right now in Africa, apparently the name monkeypox has now been, it's called Mpox now for the same reason that we couldn't talk about the COVID variants, because monkey is apparently, they're like, oh, well, we don't want people to like have racist stereotypes with the people in Africa and call it monkeypox, and now it's Mpox. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Well,
It came from fucking monkeys.
I just have to call it by its name, orthopox virus, but You know, it's just that if you say that in a news article about it, nobody's gonna know what that means. If you say orthopox virus.
Well, I mean,
Right.
monkeypox, it tells you what the origins of it. Like, I don't understand. It's like, well, the people might say that you're talking about black people, which is funny because that means that the person who thinks that has to have a more racist mind than the person who invented the term monkeypox.
Yes. Also, especially because in the 70s, there's predominantly richer white folks in Basankusu who got it. Because they'd own monkeys. They'd get monkeys, they'd buy them and have them live around themselves and have them smoke and walk them around in little suits.
Oh, by
So
monkeys, you mean John. Got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Among other things, yeah.
John, when you
Yeah,
get enraged, you
weird-ass
go, ooh, ooh, ooh,
All the time.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't be sorry, be careful.
Light my fire.
Nice learning from your mom, John.
Actually, I learned that from school.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
What the
Teacher
hell do
used
you
to say that
learn
all
in
the time.
school?
I don't know. My
You
teacher used to say
said
that shit
I
all the
didn't set you
time.
up to make money, did it?
No.
I called you the N-word, and I am apologize to you, Serg. Serg.
Surge, yeah.
The people jumped me and took my tampon
Virginity?
and my shoes.
It happens, Shiro. You did something you weren't ready for, and they took their prize. This was capitalism.
So he's unironically apologizing for calling me the N-word, and he only called me it because he got jumped. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, Shiro, like, weren't you ready for it when it happened? Like, because sometimes when I make a political statement and somebody then wants to stab me,
Fire reborn.
I'm kind of ready for that. So I get my stab-proof vest, and I go to a specific place, and then I say it, and then somebody tries to stab me, and they go to prison, and it's really funny to me. But if you weren't ready to like lose your iPod and your shoes, you have to say something like that. You could have
Shiro,
won.
You keep committing microaggressions towards me.
That is true, though. Like, Surgeon is being microaggressed on
Good.
all the time.
Fuck him.
The apologize and then shortening his name, that shortens his value.
That is, that's true.
He has no value. It's fine.
Oh,
Now Surgeon suddenly finds out how I can be in politics while I can play that game endlessly.
From fire reborn.
yeah, by calling me Serg and not saying the whole thing, man, you've devalued me as a person.
Good.
As a proud, humble black man of this great country, I demand reparations.
Well, you're gonna keep demanding then, because
Also, he did this during Black History Month. Can you believe that?
is there a better time?
Black History Month
Okay.
doesn't mean insult on Black History Month.
My aim is flawless.
Pretty
There
sure
is
that's-
a better time,
Yeah, it's
Is it-
White History Month.
Yes.
That's when you should be doing it.
which is all the other months because we are obviously better than everybody else. That's why all the other months are White History Month.
Are they?
Yeah, same as International Women's Day is just one day. The rest of the days is International Man's Day. And we get to do that all year.
I think giving them a day is a bit too much, to be honest. I mean, we give them voting, so what more could they want?
The 80s, we gave them their own bank accounts, right?
Aim high, aim
Wait.
low.
Shiro agrees to insulting black people during Black History Month? Man.
Well, he has a Japanese name. Come on.
1v1 me in basketball.
No, that was the funniest thing. Anytime I go with my black friend when we're in Japan, the amount of race shit those Japanese dudes pull is like, holy fuck. It's like, ah, great. It's great. It's my favorite time to go to Japan.
Shiro, just so you know, I'm calling the cops.
And as a white male, they'll actually pick up.
Yeah, this is a hate crime against my people. Damn, we just lost 3 people.
See what you've done, Surgeon.
It's not me. It's
your fault.
Shiro's.
Stop being a
Shiro's
victim.
attacking my people.
Stop being a
Be nice to
victim.
people, Surgeon. Be nice to people.
All I want is for
What these,
Black
what
History
these
Month to
people
mean
don't know
something.
is that I fund a house, a living space, for women who are victim of domestic abuse. And I'm very much of the mind of, if you don't put in the work, or you don't put down the cash, you cannot be a good person, period. So if you felt offended by anything said, do the fucking work. Be better.
From fire reborn.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
You hear that,
can't
Shiro? You're
feel
very
good
offensive.
When you don't do the work.
You hear that, Shiro? You don't do the work. You didn't even put in the work to type my full name out.
That is true, though, Shiro. Like, full name. Put in the work.
Yeah, put in the work and stop microaggressing me.
You deserve it.
A little bit. A little bit. It balances out the macro aggressions that you put out, Surgeon.
I'm not aggressive ever.
Only in the bedroom.
I'm like the most passive person you'll ever meet. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just clapping over nothing. You're like a little seal over there.
That hurts the seal population, Surgeon.
Well,
They're gonna
John,
keep
stop
hurting.
culturally appropriating the seals.
It
Navy
is his
SEALs?
culture. Like, his dad was in the Navy, so it's like...
Why do I feel like when John's like horny, he goes up to Asia and goes ar ar ar, and that's like his little signal for him to tell her that he wants the fuckies.
Pretty much.
Work. it'll work. John's good looking enough that will work.
Damn, you hear that?
Yeah. You gotta try it sometimes,
Even
Surgeon.
if he'd do that at a bar job, he'd get poon endlessly. It would just... Yeah.
Oh yeah, women love when you make that sound.
Yeah.
If you're John, yes. I think it's the mustache. It's the pedidol that does it.
Damn.
Yeah, John.
What a lovely time on my channel.
Never trust your
The
shadow.
mustache gives you the power, John, and you know it.
Oh, it gives you the power of something.
And when a cougar walks into the bar,
Or when you walk into an elementary school.
Yikes. You're fucked for that.
that's...
Never trust your shadow.
You know what's funny?
technically a
That's-
felony as well for saying that.
John's over here trying to. He's like, wow, but that's fucked up. And it's like, bro, considering half the jokes you make on Jackbox,
It's Jackbox.
suddenly this motherfucker wants to act holier than thou. He's like,
No,
whoa,
context. It's context.
That's the game.
It's context, right?
yeah, we were talking about his mustache. So
Like, for nobody in the tech industry, what Elon did was a surprise. Everybody goes, oh, his plans are working out. For everybody else, it was
oh,
a
I thought talking about the
surprise.
salute.
I am
Was that a
absolutely
surprise?
talking about the salute. No, that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
a surprise. That was actually something that was planned about 14 years ago. So it's like, oh yeah, he's finally doing it. He's the first one to the fence. Nice. We've already prepped for this. Everybody else didn't. It's why I'm richer now than I was a month ago. But it's one of those things where context means a lot. So where you say it is important.
Did you know that Woody Allen fucked his adopted daughter?
Yes.
Yes.
It was a while ago.
Yes, but that's the theater kids, you know. They- Can't
Got
help
me that?
themselves.
Flawless.
Can't help
The
themselves.
night is dark.
Kapuya.
Aim high.
See, we have 10 consistent viewers, so as disturbing as the things that they may be hearing are,
They like it.
it's enough of
You have a good one,
funny
Shiro.
train wreck to where they stay around.
Have a wonderful day, Shiro. Be nice to yourself.
Shiro, I hope your day is filled with, like, lots of
Racism.
butt sex. Provided you're an adult.
I'm glad you put that little disclaimer.
I'll make any fucked up joke in the book, but I also will cover my own ass at the same time.
Just as a precaution.
Yeah, it's like I don't need hashtag me too like 10 years later. Well, Surgeon once said he'll pocket butt fucks, and I was 12 years old when he said that. Fuck you. Kinda catch me.
Put down a link, and it's really funny to me.
Okay, you're 17. Alright, I wish that you don't do that. And I wish that you go watch Blue's Clues with all your little baby friends and do dumb baby things.
Do you remember that clip?
Always first discuss things with your lawyer before you talk, Shiro.
Have
And
you
always talk
watched
with
that
your
one
lawyer,
clip with Tucker Carlson and Matt Gaetz and
Matt Gaetz.
Gates.
whatever the fuck, right? And Tucker's going over and says like it's like a story about a 17-year-old girl getting like assaulted, right? And he goes over and interrupts Tucker and goes, 17-year-old woman.
Let's go wreckage.
And like Tucker just looks over at the screen like, oh my god.
Well, I need to see this clip. Where is it?
Okay, here's the thing. One of the outlines of the Republican Party for a long time is to lower the age of consent in marriage to 14.
Ugh, what the fuck?
Yeah. And it's not a new thing they want to do.
My
It's
aim
maybe
is flawless.
not cool with them. Enough to get seriously banned
It's
from
dark.
a lot of venues in
Aim
the U.S.
high. Aim true.
that are Republican owned. This is kind of creepy.
Kinda?
Kind of creepy.
17-year-old woman.
It's, yeah.
And even out of
Yeah,
context, it looks bad.
Yeah, that's a weird
Because it
clip.
is bad. It's weird. To make
Arrow
that,
to your knee.
you can have whatever political belief you have, but the moment you start correcting people on that like that, then you're downright creepy.
JK, I'm 23, almost 24. Well, you're 23, almost 24, and you don't know anything about fucking internet security, you
Oh, so you
idiot.
can't rent a car. Shiro can't even rent a car. He also can't rack up debt. Well, he
So now
can,
I know
but
your
that would
screen
be
name
legitimate debt.
and your age, so I can basically start a bank account in your name.
The night is dark.
Surgeon, if you want a social
Sounds very
security number, just
wholesome.
ask.
But
How does that sound wholesome? I'm like committing fraud at that point.
No, you're not.
unless you're
technically
making a
not.
savings account for him, you know.
Yeah, you're making, like,
Sounds kind of
if you-
wholesome if it's like that, you
Yeah.
know.
You could actually make a trust with the savings account in it, with his name and social security number, without him knowing. A blind trust for him. That'd be kind of wholesome.
An arrow to your knee.
Yeah, where's my blind trust, surgeon?
You have
You
no
ain't.
trust in anyone.
Hey, John. Like, if shit hits the fan, the house in France is already. The paperwork's already filled in so that you can live there.
But it's France.
That's true. Great
Fucking
baguettes,
disgusting.
great meat. People don't bother you. It's Southern French, so it's like it's weird. They don't speak French. That's so you learn French and you go there. You buy a house there. And it turns out nobody speaks French, and it's strange and
My
confusing.
aim is flawless.
Dude, imagine watching this stream and
No
being
balls.
a 23-year-old. Fucking cringe. Cringe.
Hey, you need to be at least 40. This is a boomer stream. Boomers with money. They give money. Money.
Yeah, imagine not having money.
You were 23. Come on.
The night is an arrow to your
You should donate, Shiro. Donate. I've donated before.
Support Doge.
Support Doge?
Yeah, the Department of Government Efficiency.
I will not support Doge.
I kinda do.
They have cost. John, you're in a state where they just cost you millions.
And they probably save me millions long run. Fuck them
Well,
jobs.
no, not really.
Those
Their
government
plans don't really
leeches.
work, but you will get
Considering they were giving
streamlined.
money to like foreign countries for millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
for like
Well, okay,
trans
here-
activism garbage. I don't know.
yeah, but here's the thing, right? You got that list. There's something else Doge did with that. They gave my company a couple of million for no fucking reason. That's a foreign asset. I have no office in the U.S. That's an asset that falls partially under Russian control. So when they go, oh yeah, that goes all the way, technically true. That's dimes over dollars that go to other systems. Good for
They
optics.
go to the
but it
American
doesn't really-
people. USA, USA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're not really supporting people in the U.S. They're supporting tech bros who don't do borders.
Doctors Without Borders.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, tech bros without borders. Do you really think Elon thinks anything about the U.S.?
I don't even think.
Yes, I speak to him frequently, and it's not really a thing.
aim
It's just-
high.
I speak to my penis frequently.
Aim is flawless. An arrow
Well, I
to
know
your
that.
knee.
That explains the outlook on world.
I'd be like, how you doing? He's like, not too bad.
Like, you bullshit.
I don't know if he sounds like that, but-
right?
Oh, he definitely sounds like that.
He does, yeah.
I've heard him speak.
So, but yeah, we got like tech bros are getting paid left and right because it's a new oligarchy, and if you're not earning money automatically right now, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not in it. And it's this big thing where people are like working their ass off, and we never understood that.
Well, even if that is true, I'd rather the money go into the tech giants than go into some bullshit that doesn't even matter.
Well, I don't really think I matter, but
Dark necessities.
Of course, we all matter. We're all children of
no,
God.
we don't. No, we don't. I'm like on the low end of a scale of I barely have the right to exist level.
Here, John, you want me to read you some
within the
Bible
tech
verses?
community.
No, you're not.
You don't want me to read you some Bible verses?
Hell no.
No,
Why not?
He was forced to read the Bible as a kid. He comes from the U.S. Come on.
Dude, I was posting Bible
USA.
verses in one of his
USA.
streams, and he fucking loved it.
I almost study theology,
with
so
fire.
I should comment on that.
You think darkness.
Oh yeah, I was like posting all this shit about what the Lord was saying, and he's like, you know what, surgeon, that really speaks to me.
Nice.
And he's like, can you please post more? And then I did. And then, and get this, then he banned me because he said he was getting too emotional.
Definitely what I did.
He's like, that's just too beautiful of writing. I need to get it off my chat because I might cry.
No.
Definitely what I did.
That's exactly how I know John. A very, very God-fearing man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He knows his priorities.
We prayed together, didn't we, John?
I don't pray.
We were.
Are you
No,
praying?
we went to Wendy's, and then before that, we broke into the church to sit in front of the altar, and we prayed, and we prayed.
Prayed the gay away.
That too.
And then we sacrificed that virgin.
Oh,
That
yourself?
too. We also did that. Yeah, it just happens. Sometimes when there's an altar, you can't help yourself. Okay?
You fucked an
It's-
altar boy?
No, you sacrifice them. You don't.
Yikes. Yikes.
You don't do
There
that.
goes John again. Holier than thou.
No,
I would never
he
make
is
that makes
holier
me
than thou,
holier?
surgeon. He is holier than that.
That's true.
Do.
Don't worry, John. I'm here to be your darker half. Quite literally, too.
No, but how are you enjoying the this is gonna sound weird. How are you enjoying Elon? You made any money?
No.
Oh, I've made tons of money.
Nice.
Basically, the moment that Elon took control of Doge, I won 5 jackpots and got $600 billion.
No, but like seriously, because when Doge came up, that was an actual thing. Like people with even small tech companies started making money hand over fist.
Well, good for them.
Like it was.
It's the
Stargate's
American
gonna be
dream.
fucking huge.
No, because Stargate has no funding and it's not a company.
Stargate's got a lot of funding happening. What are you talking about?
No, what you're talking about is a different project.
Fire.
$500 billion.
Yes.
That's
For
how
a
much you gave
project
them?
called-
That's how much the project's supposed to be from OpenAI.
Yes.
That's how much money you gave them, though,
And
Surgeon?
it falls under SpaceX. It's SpaceX is
Well.
OpenAI, so it's just funding companies. It's also not a U.S. project. This is very important. Their first tests will be in Germany and France.
I mean, it is what it is.
And it's how that goes.
At least for not funding some
Reparations?
whatever the fuck in some other country that's just completely irrelevant.
You still are, though. The
Is that a
money still
Golden
wins
Compass
through.
reference, this thing?
So it's like one of these things where the big issue with like Doge is that when they say, oh yeah, we stopped this, they haven't actually stopped the financing of it. So you still lose money. In the end, right now, you are seeing the largest immigration pool ever in the U.S. of skilled foreigners, which is really funny. So U.S. people are being removed from positions to
Hell
be
yeah.
filled with foreign
Well, if
workers.
they're undocumented.
No, they're documented. They are fully documented. That's the thing, right? I'm even getting contracts now from the U.S. military. Just going like, hey, can you do this instead of, because they have to Doge does a lot of that, which I'm not necessarily against. I would be a fool to be against it, because it's your tax dollars paying me. It's like a weird situation where suddenly, you know, all the money from the U.S. is going to more foreign assets than before.
High, aim true.
We're going from 12% to almost 60% with the plans that Doge has. Which I'm all for, because I have a lot of people that I could get into positions. Which is kind of nice. You know, as they say, long live the king. And the king is whoever has the money.
According to
the king
BK,
white?
I'm the king.
Any last words?
According to Burger King, everyone is the king.
Can you imagine if they made the Burger King black?
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that, but I would want him to be the mascot of White Castle.
More like the servant of,
So who's black, it makes him servant.
yup,
Racist, John.
Is flawless.
it's true. You see a black person, you don't see servitude?
Here, I'll just say what John
depends
says.
on how much money he
Wow,
The night
yikes.
starts.
Oh,
It depends on the money. He
I would
makes.
never make those jokes.
No, those are. No, I don't see a servant.
Oh,
No.
gee willikers.
I see.
Not the G Willikers. Oh,
Pretty
man.
much you.
The other day, somebody literally said that word at the market. It was kind of funny because there's an American sales dude, and he used G Willikers. He seemed very frustrated. We get a lot of Mormons here, so you know they do their easy mode trip, and he used the word
arrow
G
to your
Willikers. Now I want to know where that comes from. Guys, let's look up where G Willikers comes from.
Comes from Obama.
Burn, burn, burn.
Gee
Remember Obama?
willikers.
You remember that lad? What a guy.
Oh. So it's replacing a blasphemous statement. It's Jesus Christ. So G Willikers, it just means Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Back in the day, Jesus used to be called a williker. Good old williker.
Yeah, Williker
Oh,
was
and
is
Good
not
Heavens is a
God-given
replacement
name.
for God damn it. Same article.
Wow, watch the language.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, I have a potty mouth. I just said G Willikers,
Light
that's
my
all I'm saying.
fire.
My mom was one of those people that like, out of all the swear words, she thought that goddamn was like the worst thing you could say.
Potverdomme. That's the most beautiful way to say God damn it.
I just say, God fucking damn it.
Oh, we, you know, we're all here. We all renounce the Holy Spirit. you
No,
know?
she would always be like, "Did he just say the GD?" Like she,
Yeah.
it was like the most like
Oh,
typical.
she was
like,
one of those.
yeah,
Oh my god.
Nah,
suburbia man.
the first thing that I did in the U.S. actually at a church was really fucking. I went to a service of a Baptist church and I renounced the Holy Spirit. And multiple people started crying and freaking out
From fire
when I did that.
reborn.
And it was the funniest shit to me at the time. Then again, I was 20. Like,
Come get some.
hey, Death. Says, when are you alive?
Let's make some kebabs.
Talking about words like G Willikers and that it actually
Oh hey
means
Dad,
Jesus
guess what?
Christ.
There you go.
This might sting.
Puny humans. Our warriors. Kamate, kamate.
I should get my own personal chef. I think that'd be a good idea.
Make sure he's black.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
Oh.
I got one.
They can't run more than like, what, like a few hundred a day?
Live again.
Any last
Yeah, like
words?
mine is 200. 3 meals. I do get a discount. Former
From fire reborn.
2-star chef, but he happens to be a friend of mine. I used to work with him peeling potatoes. That's like I get a little bit of a discount, but he's like regularly 600 a day. For me, it's 200. So yeah, and a lot of
200 a
these.
day?
Yeah, 200 a day.
No, 200 a day.
Yeah, if I get him to come over or cook for me. But that's 2-star baller. I don't have to think about a thing. He even does the dishes, which is kind of nice. So he does like everything.
Honestly, the worst part of cooking is the dishes.
Yeah, like cleaning the kitchen and the dishes, like he does all of that included in it.
An arrow to your knee.
Full-time butler, anywhere from 3,000 to 20K a month, which is also still like kind of.
That's doable.
It's not
Yeah.
as bad.
Right, and like automate as much stuff away in your life as you can. Plus, there's a lot of restaurants, right? Smaller restaurants where you can just go, hey, I want my catering done. If you order catering in bulk for like a week, right, and just go, hey, I have a catering order, it's gonna save you a shit ton of money, but at least you'll have your dinners ready, right, or your lunches ready. I used to do that when I didn't have that much money. I just do catering orders because they'd be infinitely cheaper than getting the shit myself. This is also where, funnily enough, all those like Factor, those meals, super expensive in comparison. Like a catering order and freezing it yourself costs like half of what Factor costs per serving. So there you go, money tricks with Tech Bro.
True.
Let's make some kebabs.
But yeah, you get yourself a private chef. You can get them for like a day. You can get them for a meal. For a meal, they get expensive.
I want one for like 5 days out of the week.
Aim high. Aim
Anywhere from
true.
for all 3 meals or just the evening?
I don't know. I don't know what the difference in cost that would be.
All 3 meals, you have to have retaining costs, so that costs more.
Dark necessities.
But like 150 a day,
Come get some.
will get you like a full reach. But they can get even cheaper. Like you can get them as cheap as $20 a day, $20 per meal, pretty much.
Yeah, but am I getting just some like cheap wacko at that point?
Mostly people that are still building their repertoire. They won't raise prizes for you, but they will for other people. It's this weird ladder system, right? Because people aren't used to having that service. And
John, go be a personal chef.
And what? How much will you pay me?
Might sting.
Well, I think I would probably throw down about what he's saying, 200 a day. But for you, my dude, I'd give you a whole $50.
Make it 100. I got you. I'm gonna burn everything.
Make it 100. I got you. Don't mind the cyanide pill.
I wouldn't do that to you.
The night is dark. Aim high.
That's funny.
Aim true.
I'd just use rat poison.
Cyanide pills too hard to come by.
no, they're
Yeah.
not.
Well, it's easier than, you know.
It's easier
just
than most
doing,
illegal drugs.
Rat poison. Nice and easy.
An arrow to your knee.
And by the way, Death, yeah, I must.
It's like, why do people order regularly? It's like you can even do it at McDonald's. It will cut the cost down by a ridiculous margin.
Stream disconnected for a second. Love
Yeah,
that.
I saw that. Sad to think I've actually been watching this piece of shit game.
You love it. You love it.
Honestly,
Yeah. You learn something. You learn about private chefs and stuff like that.
I'm trying to think if this is more boring or if the fucking balloon game was more boring.
I think you're more boring.
This actually has more to look at, but I feel like the guns are a lot more boring.
Yeah,
Hey, Surgeon, what kind of job do you have?
boring one.
One that I don't have to work at for too many hours.
Yeah. Good. Not that
It's
easy.
like it's computer shit, but I don't have to put a lot of hours in.
Let's go wreck it.
As you should.
This one
I already told John, like, become a database administrator.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to do that, but I don't know. It's just, sometimes you draw the lucky straw. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's one of those things, like, it's the weird thing, right, where everybody
My aim is flawless.
thinks
An arrow to
that tech
your
takes a
knee.
lot of work, but my open source projects take a lot of work because that's fun. That's stuff I actually want to do. But my actual, like, tech work doesn't take a lot.
You know what you should get? If speaking of tech, you should get a tech deck
I already
Yeah.
have tech
Never
decks.
trust your shadow.
and just like impress the ladies with your fingerboarding skills.
I have my original tech deck still. Like, that was one of those things that's in my game room. It was one of those things, man. It just kept going.
humans. Warriors. Come
All right, John, let's see your tech deck skills.
Actually, never had a tech deck. Yeah.
You, why?
My mom never bought me anything.
Okay, well, you tell that bitch to buy you a tech deck now.
This one knows how to count.
I wouldn't do that.
Be like, Mom, I know I'm 24, and I know you're kind of late on this, but bitch, buy me a fucking tech deck.
I
Need a
haven't
tech
talked
deck
to her
to-
since I moved.
Get some.
But she
Well-
hasn't reached out at all, actually, so it's kind of on her.
No, she talks to me a lot,
Darkest night.
which is kind of weird, but, you know.
Let's
That
go.
goes. That goes.
It is kind of a weird
Die.
situation, honestly.
I'm just the perfect dude.
And I'm the opposite.
I get to hear that, even though John and me are not that different. Like, it's in what
That
we
is
did.
true. Y'all basically look the exact same.
Yeah. My mustache is just bigger. That's it.
It's like it's the same exact person.
Wild, right?
No, but like in hobby stuff like that, the only difference is that I'm gonna be honest. I learned how to do politics, so it can be presentable in a weird way, even when I'm purposely trying to not do that.
The only difference between you two is Bard was smart enough to not play Warzone.
Never trust
Is that too? I don't play Warzone. But it's one of those things where, like, remember the haircut I had, John, when I came to visit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was done as a disarming mechanism. I had a tambourine man haircut, and I leaned into it. Although I still got the most amazing engagement pictures because of John.
Oh yeah, I took photos.
You took photos of you and Bard's engagement?
And John was my photographer.
Oh, yeah, you're the photographer of that. That's great. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I held the light.
Apparently you did everything.
And but
I held
the
the
funniest thing,
camera,
the Christmas photos were really funny because at the end of it, I got a scarf out of it for some reason. This dude,
I'm
who I didn't know, thought it was so nice. He gave me a scarf,
Oh, it probably had cum in it.
probably. But I had the same thing with at the Filipino place where I went with his dad. I got some stuff for free. This is the thing, and I think it's because I'm white. I don't know why it happens. Just
You wait, It's because you're white that you got a scarf?
No, like I get free shit everywhere I go ever since like I got into
Because
politics.
you're white.
And I always say it's the reason is because I'm white.
That damn white privilege.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Light my fire.
John, where's your white privilege? Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I lost it.
So he has to work twice
You
as
damn
hard.
mudblood. Dude, imagine coming over the river and thinking that you would fit in. Shame on you,
Definitely
John.
not how I got here.
You're not like our kind.
He was bought and then shipped over.
Oh, you're part of the slave trade.
That's
Yep.
how it went. This is how it goes with the Navy.
Buy low, sell high, am I right?
That's how it goes.
Come and take, come and take.
Let's make some kebabs.
I think Death already left the stream.
I
Classic.
think so too. No, but like anytime I go on vacation, I get a lot of free shit. I don't know why. I still have people.
Because you're black.
Probably.
Damn, I thought he was white.
Nope.
No, like
you
from
thought
Kansas,
wrong.
the state of Kansas
You're like a
still
reverse
wires
Michael
me.
Jackson.
Like the state of Kansas still wires me money every month, like $200. And I asked them why, and the person on the other side, like the government worker, doesn't know why.
Oh, the state of Kansas, they send me nudes all the time.
But I just don't know where
they good
the money
news?
comes from, why it happens, and it just happens. But when I go back to the Netherlands, I don't get any free shit. Like it's just that stops,
What the fuck?
and I don't know why it happens.
Death is like way behind. He's talking about the chef shit still, bro. How far back are you?
That's Wi-Fi isn't the most optimal.
Robust.
Like you think mine's bad. Which mine only is bad some of the time, and it's just annoying because it's the service provider. Like the router just decides to shut off sometimes.
I don't like. You have to live in the fucking sticks for it to be that bad.
Dude, and I don't. That's the thing. It's wild.
Yeah, but like, he's not tech-minded
The night is dark.
Yeah, John's pretty fucking stupid. So yeah,
when it comes to. He doesn't read the
Come
manual.
and take, come and
yeah,
take.
just a complete fucking
I
idiot.
keep trying
Greetings
to
for
tell him to read
babies.
the manual.
Dumbest
Right.
motherfucker on the planet.
No, it's because they set
Surgeon.
updates. So Xfinity fucking sends random updates to the router at 3 in the
So you
fucking
can block
morning.
those. Yeah, you can block those.
Not with this router. It's the new fucking routers that are just the plug
I
and
know.
play.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the old one, you can do a whole lot more. You can flash them with different firmware. You can do a whole lot of fun stuff. I still run a company that uses Xfinity. It's hell.
Aim high, aim true.
But you can constantly do like little thingies. You can also just block access so that they can't log traffic. Every
I love it when they log my traffic.
it's like that's the wildest thing in the US. Like ISPs logging traffic.
Yeah, I just go to a shitload of porn sites and they're like, man, this guy, he's got some,
guy.
This guy's got a
some
lot of free time.
wild shit he's looking up.
Classic surgeon.
John, what were your last 10 porn searches?
Anal.
Anal.
Yeah. And then cream pie. Yep.
Like coconut cream pies?
And then blind surgeon vor, which There's not a lot of it. It's like maybe 2 videos.
Blind surgeon, big dog. Blind surgeon, tiny dog. You want to see both sides of the coin.
I mean, while you're there, you know, you might as well see both sides.
Fuck, I gotta do the certifications for Cisco again.
Any last
I hate this.
More like shit
never,
go.
never get your CCAR, because
My aim is flawless.
it's good money. You don't have to really do anything for it, but they'll every once in a while they'll ask you, "Hey, you are at the highest level. You have to do your due diligence. You have to test these motherfuckers."
I thought the only people at the top were autistic.
No, it's very easy. It's literally like if you can read a manual, you can become a Cisco architect.
I don't know how to read manuals.
I can't
Yeah,
read.
there you go. And then it's difficult.
My master never taught me how to read.
Like
Oh.
you can at least become CCIE.
I didn't think
And that's
anybody
like,
would want it
to
on
me,
your
I always
surgeon.
explain it like this. If you have a middle school level of comprehension,
Oh, I don't even have that.
you will be able to get a CCA.
A CAC?
No, a CCA.
Oh, a CECA. Yeah.
Yes. Something like that. Yeah, man.
You said I needed middle school comprehension, so you know, that's a little difficult.
Pretty sure middle schoolers can say a sequence of letters in the correct
Nah,
order that
that's
somebody
too much.
just said it.
That's too hard.
Apparently.
No, like
My mom
your
dropped me in the
average-
blender
like,
when I was 5.
It's really funny because like with those Cisco certs, people always go, yeah, and it took me like 6 years. I'm like, okay, but my average, if I walk somebody through it, the average is 4 months to get their CCA from nothing. And like, how
Yeah,
the
John,
fuck
the
does
average
somebody
was 4
take
inches.
years?
I have an average 4 inches.
Yeah.
Last I
Yeah.
checked, it was 2.
Well, you got a few extra little bits. Congratulations.
Is done.
Nice.
But so surgeon, you also automated most of your job away, and the people who pay you haven't figured that out yet.
That's true. I'm a mean, lean fighting machine. You know what I'm saying?
How it goes.
Fight the power, am I
amazing.
right, brother?
If you have to work 40 hours or more, something's wrong. I will make that statement, and that statement is true.
The fact that Death, you just put AC/DC and mosh pits in like the same category, that makes me want to like drink hydrofluoric acid. That's shameful. You should ban
AC/DC.
yourself for making that statement.
And John, you should buy your dad an AC/DC record and a record player.
I have money.
My aim is flawless.
Borrow some from your dad.
Uh. Man. I was actually looking for a new job, and I even got the referral for this job. Not even an interview.
An arrow to your knee.
Wild.
There is I don't know how true this theory is, but apparently there's some theory that like jobs will post openings.
Ghost jobs. Yeah.
Well, yeah, just by posting the openings, they get some kind of like
Yes.
government money by
Yep.
like
Yes.
opening the
Because they
job
show
up.
that they're a growing company.
Yeah. If you're in the U.S., that you can borrow more money if you show that you are actively hiring,
Yeah.
but that is a tax-deductible loan with a 0% interest. So it's free money. It's free operational cash until you default.
And it's a headache for all the applicants.
Yeah. No, it's fucking
it's
exhausting.
One of those things, yeah.
I had to
It's
deal with one
exhausting,
at a fucking medical warehouse company. They had a listing, and I was like, oh yeah, and I even had a referral for that one too. They didn't even hire anybody for the position.
No,
Yeah,
because they
those
don't
are-
have to.
No.
The difficulty in U.S. government and why so much money is wasted, and in government, is actually that nobody tests anything, and there's no jail time attached to it.
The night
So
is
with my company, I can pull shit where I just get free money from the U.S. government for no reason, and then it's up to me if I want to do that or not. And that's the wrong way of doing that, because some people get really, really, really all about the money, and they will then fuck shit up. But without being able to, and you will have big companies go, oh, but the testing, and well, fuck them, they have millions anyway. They have nothing to fear. They have zero risk, and if they did have risk, that's their own fault. So ghost jobs are a real thing. And you can then also, by state, if you open up offices in multiple states, you can do a state crawl. And you just put that money in Belize, of all places. And if you put that money in Belize, the IRS can no longer get it back. They legally can't do that. So then it's your money. After you keep it in Belize for 4 months.
Let's make some kebab.
So you can do it on a state level or on a federal level, and both of them are highly inefficient and have no checks and balances to it. Which is not good. Not good.
America.
America. That's my biggest issue with America. There should be more checks. The amounts of money that are thrown away that Doge isn't looking at because it's a handout for them and their friends is way too much.
an arrow to your knee.
I am part of the 16% of unforeseen funds, as they're
The
called,
night is dark.
which should not exist, but they are there, and anybody outside of the US can claim them, and Doge has done nothing to stop it, because Elon himself is the recipient of it. But that's 16% of all your tax dollars, federal, go into that. It's an issue.
Aim high, aim true.
Hell yeah. Because they can just, remember, if you ever automate your work, you don't want to advertise that you did, because your boss will. As the saying goes, the reward for good work is more work. Either that or remove you, because they can just go, why would we need you now? It's automated. Although there is
Yes.
every chance that said automator could undo said automation. How accurate am I, Bard?
An arrow to your knee.
Oh, y'all are still talking about the job shit?
Pretty accurate.
A little.
Pretty accurate. The thing about
cleaning a
automation
dish.
is that you have to be self-employed for it to work.
You were cleaning the dishes?
I was cleaning a dish.
Oh.
But also, like, the funniest thing is, like, middle management always sees themselves as untouchable. AI is the thing that middle management has to fear. Because it does exactly everything their job outlines. And it does so better and cheaper than they are by full load.
Load? A full load?
I mean, I don't understand the idea of putting openings out that you're not intending to fill. It's kind of fucking stupid.
Free money. That's literally that. Free money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know, like, the real reason behind it, but I don't know, it's just
It's
shitty
slimy.
because
a little scummy.
The thing is, in the EU, you can put such openings up, and if you get any recompense, that's a year in prison for everybody on a board. So they don't do it, right? So you can, if you're a small company, And then so that you can go, oh shit, I didn't actually, like, now that I look at it, it's financially not worth it, yada yada yada. But if you're a big company, it's suddenly, oh shit, I'm doing this to get money out of it,
I will live again.
but that will land me a year in prison. That's enough
I've
to
actually
scare
heard
them.
that in Japan, apparently, you can't be fired for poor job performance because that lies in the fault of the boss that should have trained you better.
Yes, yes. And also, when Iwata went, the upper heads will take a pay cut. Look at us, how good we are. That was only marketed that way to the US and Europe because that's the law. You are not allowed to let a company weep, as they call it. So you're not allowed to offload that pressure onto your employees because that has larger economic ramifications, especially on an island. So what they do is the higher ups have to lose their income. And they have to lose not just their wage, it's also their bonuses stop from that point on. And it's just law. That Nintendo went, oh look at us being so good. Is such fucking bullshit.
At least it was a nice publicity stunt.
Yes. Yes, it's a very nice publicity stunt. That's exactly what I hate about companies.
Aim high, aim true.
It's like we live in a world where marketing is worth more than anything else. And it's why everybody loses so much money. It's why everybody's earning less. It's why more people are in a less secure situation. Then it
Classic.
can be solved. Very simply.
An arrow to your knee.
But I wasn't joking. Look at those DDA jobs, John.
I don't know what those jobs requirements are.
Literally a Google certification you can get for free.
I know what Google is.
See? You get?
It's that one website.
Yes.
That's the one with all the porn on it.
Oh, database admin?
Yeah.
Oh, is this guy gonna fight me now? No. Yes?
Let's see. Salary. Average 93K. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, and it's all work from home. The reason why is because AI needs those database managers. That's the thing AI needs. So, and it's one of the few ones where you can get, like if you can get a free SQL or database certification, that will get you in the door. And it's just because they don't have. The US alone needs 200 million database administrators. They're not going to find those. And because there's not enough people for that.
Come on, make my day.
So if you do some simple SQL certs, stuff like that, Google certs, then you'll,
Oh.
you know.
I thought I just crashed.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
And otherwise, taxonomies, you know, taxonomy predict. That's also
the audio just like dies. Oh, I have to buy. Not buying a fucking DLC for this game. The fuck? It's already $20 fucking dollars.
So like data
A
taxonomies.
mobile ad trying to get money from you.
Here comes the pain.
Isn't that crazy, right?
Let's see
Were
if they
you the
have
one
any-
that said I need to watch Idiocracy? I think that was you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Did you watch it?
No, but it just popped up again. I was like, oh yeah. I
You
forgot to
gotta watch it, brother. I'm telling you, you would actually really love it.
You said it was the best movie ever made.
Star.
Dude, I did not say it was the best movie ever made.
Here comes the pain.
No.
And what
But
was the
it's-
other one I told you to get, John?
What? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm definitely
Job-wise.
using this one. Fuck.
Just
job?
get to get a data taxonomy traineeship. You are in one of these states where they have the most of those. Look at those. You know, 80K for a traineeship
High, aim
a year.
true.
It's not bad.
Spin me around, bang
Light my fire. Fight fire with fire. Burn, burn, burn.
See how this works out.
Any last words?
There we go. Idiocracy is one of those movies where it's funny, horrifying, and depressing all in one. It's very
Idiocracy is great.
accurate. It's literally this day and age. To almost a T.
It was the plan all along. That's why I have a lot of customers where I can't bring my phone. They will
My aim
outright
is
refuse you at the door,
flawless. The
even if you
night
work
is
there.
dark. An arrow to your knee.
I mean, this thing is saying to do database admin, you need a bachelor's degree in mathematics, computer science, or business informatics.
Yes, and the funniest thing is that would have been true 20 years ago. I literally in my Google team, I don't hire any database admins that can't come from a bachelor's background because they don't have the required openness to handle AI databases and taxonomy, which is the largest market right now. So with a bachelor you could, but it's no longer important. I couldn't get my boss to hire anybody like that. Because it would mean that they would have mostly wasted their time on something that is the moment they get out of school is so backwards in what those companies all try to do now that it's not really useful.
That's true. A lot of the textbooks and a lot of the course material is kind of outdated.
Yeah, and we're in an arms race, right? So with AI, it's
My aim is flawless.
we rather teach you in 3 months than we lose 3 months of time versus somebody going to school for 4 years.
Dark necessities.
So even if you're like a prodigy, we'll just tell if you wasted that prodigal time in university, we'll pretty much tell you to fuck off because you're useless. But if you're a ditch digger, we can actually get you to do this properly. Because the big issue, for instance, in taxonomy right now is just that the self-feedback loop of AI is destroying AI at a rapid pace. That's what they're fighting against. That's all those taxonomy guys. When you look at database administrators, it's pretty much all the physical download stuff for that. And it's just, that market exploded to a point where entire industries are reliant on it now. It's fully
Well, if
supported
it's
and paid for
also,
by the government.
if it's as easy as you say it is for 90K, I mean, shit.
Right?
The bad guys.
You can do a basic SQL query. You can do basic taxonomy. Like right now. I've had people with literal Google certs get hired for 80K. Because nobody wants to do it. But you can work from home in most cases.
Any last
It's one of the few parts of the industry where work from home is like, yeah, we need people so badly so they'll never have to go into the office. Plus, if they go into the office, there's all these dress codes and rules, and we might actually give them the wrong idea of what we want them to do. So it's
There
like
you
one of
go,
those
Don.
stuff.
You got your shit cut out for you.
Yeah.
If you are willing to do like some certs, like 90K is nothing to scoff at. And pretty much with how AI replaced itself.
Let's make some kebabs.
It's
Well,
major
you just
parts
need
of-
like an SQL cert, and that's pretty much
Yes.
it.
Yes, like your Google database certs are enough. Like your free certs are enough to get into the door. And
My aim
so
is
it's like, yeah, if you need money, that's the way. And it's kind of a tech secret because we used to use this as when we lose our jobs, we go there. Because, you know, it's easy shit. So I told John, hey, this might be an opening. Because by then, like we're talking 15 years ago, we saw AI rising and the organizational part of that happening in databases and database taxonomy. And by now it's a product, but that means that for 15 years we had job security whenever we got fired or lost
Fight fire with fire.
our shit, and we were able to get like people to get these certs and to earn money. Like your sister actually earned money on the side doing a little bit of taxonomy
Any last words?
for a company that is known as OpenAI. Like they were using freelancers, so whenever she needed money in the US, I just went, okay, here's that thing, we'll do it, and then I'll teach you how to do a little bit of SQL,
Let's make some kebabs.
and then you're there.
Hell yeah.
So it's like, you can do this, John. It's not that difficult. Surgeon, SQL, not so difficult, right? Your basic database queries.
Depends what you think is difficult.
Yes, but you know, it's learnable. Let's say it like that.
What do you call it? The syntax.
Yeah.
That shit is just that always fucked me up. Like no matter what I was learning.
Yes. That's a linguistic issue, and my thing is, paste a cheat sheet on your fucking wall. That's like people always ask why it's always a mess on your desk. It's mostly papers that say shit that I don't remember or can't remember. These days it's a bit easier, it just flashes up on my screen, but
The night
like whenever I see somebody with like an empty desk, like the streamlines are printed out, I'm like, okay, so you don't do any work. That, or it's like a super level, understands anything first go, genius. But most of us are too lazy for that. That's okay, I am too. So you have it printed out on a piece of paper, have it on your desk. It's the only reason I have a printer to begin with.
we come at night.
Like Surgeon right now is applying. You
For
know,
sure, right now.
it's a second
He's on
position.
Indeed
'cause he
right
got-
now going like, shit.
He figured out the biggest secret in IT and for tech bros. If you ever have a tech bro that worries when he's losing his job, they don't know about that trick. And it's really funny because you'll have those guys who will lose their job and they'll go, yeah, sure. But the reason is they set out their life so that no matter what, they could always get a DBA position or a taxonomy position that would cover the bills. They would just lose all their extras. And that's like the big thing.
For the Dark Lord.
I mean, as long as you're not dyslexic.
No, you can be. I'm dyslexic, so but take it slow.
I just feel like, you know, when I was in like learning programming back in college,
yes.
and it was like the do's and the do whiles and the if thens and all that
Yes.
bullshit, man, that just like made my
it
eyes cross.
throws you off like fuck. Like the thing that I always say about that, if you can, replace those with a single character hotkey on your keyboard. So that when you're typing it, you don't make the mistake of thinking twice. That's the thing that fixed it for me. But But there's other ways to fix it. Post-it notes. That sounds stupid, but I have post-it notes on my screen. They put all these thin bezels on there, which sucks because now I don't have room for my post-it notes.
This might sting.
Yeah, John, you didn't need that fucking warehouse job.
Hell no. Fuck 'em. I mean, fuck 'em,
Yes.
period, for having a ghost job, but...
Hour has come.
Yeah. Well, in general, fuck companies, period, for wasting tax dollars that you already worked for. So it's double dipping. Let's call it what it is. It's double dipping, so it's a form of theft.
You can write them up and say, you know what? I'm better than that. You don't deserve a Verdum on your team.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll make him angry.
Like, you just lost one of the
best
up-and-coming
warehouse worker.
YouTube channels.
Exactly.
You just got on the bad side of an influencer.
If they say, why should we hire you? And the application be like, just link all the Jackbox streams.
And then just call the file or else.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Have you been learning your Russian? For all the Americans in here.
Arrow to your knee.
No.
Wait, what?
You've been learning your Russian.
Apparently,
They're asking DOD folk to learn Russian. They get extra pay.
I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but apparently I've heard that a lot of people who are like astronauts and that like work on the space satellites and shit, a lot of them just know Russian by default because...
Yes, it's easier to deal with like all the launch procedures and shit like that, getting yourself comfy. They learn it very quickly. Like even at the European like Space Center, it's really close. And one of the free classes they give for everybody that works there is just Russian for beginners. And the reason is, like, if you want to put a rocket into space, the most cheap way is Russian. They'll blow up anything. They'll blow up anything for a price, right?
The night is dark.
John, you want to learn Russian?
I
But right
tried
now in
actually
the
learning
DoD
Serbian, so I know a little bit of the Cyrillic alphabet, but nothing crazy.
Nice. Why are you learning Serbian?
I was.
Because he liked that movie, Serbian film?
Don't.
Aim high, aim true.
Oh, never mind, he's doing the thing again.
No rest.
No, but if you ever need any
Surgeon, I'm
help,
above that.
surgeon, if you ever need any help with like tech job stuff or anything like that, let me know. I'll gladly.
Here's what I'll do.
Grab my tendrils.
I'll write your name down as a reference and I'll be like, hey, if you don't fucking hire me, this guy right here is gonna come and fucking twist your nuts.
You can do that with specific parts of. I have to think this through clearly because this is a clearance thing. Specific parts of the DoD, you can do that, and they will actually.
What about the DOJ?
That depends. If it's Elon, yeah, he still relies on a lot of tech that I worked on where I'm a license holder. It would pretty much, yeah, it would absolutely ruin his shit if he loses those. And I
What about
have
Donald
had
J. Trump?
cases.
Fly, my pretty sky.
No, because I don't think Donald J. Trump knows what tech is and what it does, and I don't think this
He knows what
dude.
spray tans are.
Yes, and they're badly applied, which means he's still applying them by hand. Instead
Honestly,
of
it wouldn't surprise me if Trump did his own tans.
But also, like, the reason to save a dime, and I don't want Mexicans touching me. Like, paying $600 or the spray tan, and then saving $15 on the application.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
Cost
Although,
effective.
shit,
Death asks, what if you have dyscalculia? Okay, here's the trick for dyscalculia. You go and every math problem you have, you put it into steps and you put 3 spaces between every single step and you automate the step. So you only have to know how to do it once, and then it's just numbers and what to do, and you have the computer do that for you. You don't try to do it yourself, because then you'll fuck up. And that's not a you issue, that is also just math is math issue. So I can do math in my head very quickly. I can get to the endpoint very quickly. If I have to explain it to somebody how I got to that endpoint, I can't. I pull a blank. And then I found out that everybody who says, dyscalculia, the thing wasn't they can't do math or they get confused with math.
They can't do math.
It's the steps in the process that throw them off. So you go point by point, you focus on one point at a time. You make sure that in readability there's a lot of space in between. It's okay to use a 18 size font for this. If you read an 18 size font book, people will think you're stupid. If you do math, then it's just highlighted math. So you got that going for you,
My
Dan.
aim is flawless.
Hell
And
yeah.
practice. Like you're fighting uphill, but the hill won't get less by just sitting there and going, I can't do math.
There's apparently a phobia called barophobia, which is fear of gravity. Like, how do you like live on this planet if you have a fear of gravity?
Aim high, aim true.
Fear of gravity anytime I'm on my skateboard.
Imagine if they accidentally drop anything.
Oh man, panic
They're
attacks.
just like, fuck.
They should look at like astronauts that just come back from space. They'll just they'll let go of their cup in the middle of the room.
Arrow to your knee.
It's really funny.
Cacophobia is fear of ugliness. I think I have that because I shit my pants every time I see John's channel.
And every time you look in
Ooh.
the mirror too. Ooh.
No, that see my butthole like relaxes. And see, I don't actually do that because I also have catoptrophobia, which is fear of mirrors.
I
Got
thought you were
there.
gonna say something that was like fear of buttholes, but
No, I don't look in the mirror. So, sucks to suck, am I right?
well, you suck at sucking.
No, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing.
Fear of food. There's people that are afraid of food.
That depends on the food.
I guess those people just starve to death. I don't know.
I'm deathly afraid of pickles.
We'll get to that one.
For the Dark Lord.
A phibophobia, fear of teenagers.
It's like every old man in movies that has to deal with like youngsters.
No, but like teenagers are the worst. They waste their youth. They waste their youth, and I'm only 34, so it's like.
Genophobia. This is fear of intercourse. I'm sure a lot of like incels are like,
You have
I
that?
can get laid. I just have genophobia.
Well, I think all of them can't get laid because they have genophobia. So that it becomes a hyper obsession, but there actually isn't. They're actually afraid.
Did you actually know, John, that the fear of long words is actually a long word?
Isn't that with like all phobias that there's like a way of weirdness to it?
I don't know, but it's one of these like fun facts that like everyone fucking knows, and then there's always that one dipshit that's like, did you know that the fear of long
Hey,
words
we
is
only
actually
know
what
because
it's
we have the
called?
internet. Surgeon, be honest, these guys used to exist before the internet, and those guys deserve credit.
Well,
But
now
if
that
it's
we're
after the
post-internet,
internet-
though, they need to
Yes,
they need to go jump in a pit of
Fire
Yeah.
reborn.
pee-pee.
Because when I was 8, I had an uncle like that, and he was awesome. He's dead now, but he was awesome. I think he's dead because he knew too much. That's why. At least that's what I keep telling myself. But
Yeah, go on.
he was like before the internet became mainstream, and he didn't have internet in his house, which is funny. He was programmed, but he knew so many of those stupid facts. That was impressive. After the internet, when everybody can look stuff up, people see that the ability to look up as intelligence, which it isn't, because they don't use it when it actually matters.
Well,
And
there's a melanophobia, and I think we all have this in this channel. Fear of the color black.
At times. At times. Not always, just at times.
Watch out for the thorns.
Nomophobia, fear of being without your mobile phone. That's the one that the damn Zoomers have.
And everybody else by design. If you cannot be without your phone for more than a month, you officially have that. You have a phobia.
I will say this though, I do think it's funny when I hear like boomers, they talk about like, oh, this younger generation, all the younger they're so obsessed with technology they can't live without it. Meanwhile, if their fucking Apple TV breaks down and they can't get on Netflix, they throw a fucking
No,
fit.
but
It's like,
here's the thing. You want to know what you should do? Is get on their phone and or tablet and show them their usage hours average. It'll shut them up real quick, because it's like always 8
Bone
hours.
fingers?
bone fingers.
Bone fingers.
Oh, bone fingers.
Bone fingers.
But it's like one of those things where old people always do this shit. But in the end, it's like when you then show them, hey, you are on your phone 8 hours a day. Average.
I just found out. I don't know when he typed this, but when I was criticizing people about the long word phobia, apparently Death was like trying to tell me it, and then I guess while I was talking shit, he's like, "Oh, I feel called out."
You are not called out. He didn't know.
You were that
noticed in his
guy.
tone. I didn't know. I noticed that in his tone. And you stopped yourself. There's also a fear of long words called hypna. I ain't typing all that. That's a funny joke, because it's too long for me to type. Haha. So you stopped yourself from being the smart ass.
Aim high, aim true. An arrow to your knee.
But it's by surgeon, so the feeling is canceled out. Fuck you, Death. You little pee-pee poo-poo head.
Damn. It's like that.
It is kind of like that. Dude wants to rumble.
Rumble and tumble with your balls.
Octophobia, fear of the figure 8. Apparently the number 8 is very scary.
It's because it's an endless shape.
I mean, aren't all shapes? Well, I guess not really.
I mean, yes and no, right? Because, I mean...
Like a triangle is like an endless shape, because you can just keep drawing the triangle over and over again.
Ready to serve.
Dark hour has come.
The fear of sexual perversion.
Oh,
You think darkness is your ally?
surgeon, you dirty birdie.
My aim is flawless.
Phobophobia, the fear of phobias.
God.
That's a problem. I hope I don't have a phobia. Ah, fuck.
Oh god, I'm thinking about them now. Fuck.
Yeah, it's
Dark
quite
hour
horrible.
has come.
That actually reminds me, that exact kind of train of thought of like whenever I was on acid, and whenever you go to this like bad line of thinking and you're like, okay, I need to stop thinking about bad stuff, but like not thinking about bad stuff is a thought in of itself, and so you'll never break out of the fucking cycle.
Wait, people have that?
Let's crack some skulls.
A phobia of phobias?
Yeah. That's that. Yeah. But then
I
again,
think
I
the
also
fear is
don't
for
understand
itself.
people who can only think negatively, like they go down the negative stair. and then they go,
When I'm on
gonna think
acid, that's
positive
what
for
happens
you."
to me.
Arrow to
What?
Hour has
I said when I'm on acid, that's what happens to me.
Seriously? Huh.
Happens to a lot of people, I think, honestly.
I just, when I'm on acid, I just start a company. And it's always a stupid idea, and it never works. But my mind tells me at that point that this will absolutely work this time.
Well, because here's the thing, right? Before, like, if you've never done acid before, the thing that, like, you think you see on TV is how you think it's going to be. You're like, oh, okay, all that's going to happen is I'm just going to see some weird shit. Maybe the wall's going to melt or, like, the rug's going to go weird. No one tells you about, like, the weird, like, mental trap that kind of happens in your head. Like, they
No,
don't
it's
tell you
not a
about that
mental
part.
trap. It's your own mental state being pretty much pulled to the forefront. It's why some people have this full, when they're on acid, they have a baller ass time and everything's fun. And there's people that get in this loop because they never actually had any introspection.
Uh-oh.
Bad guys.
It's like this big thing.
Let's
It's
crack some skulls.
Yeah, the first time you
I don't
have the
any
ego death.
introspection.
Apparently
Something.
not.
yeah, like there's this moment where pretty much how your brain works puts up how LSD functions for you. So for me, I can go do groceries on LSD. I'll be fine. I can just do all that shit, but constantly my brain will go, oh yeah, this is something you can fix. Go ahead, this is how you fix it. And it just pulls that to the forefront constantly. So it's fun.
When I do it, I'm on the floor having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, like that's the
Oh
thing. Like, say
yeah,
it's
I
mushrooms.
roll around, dude.
Mushrooms are great for me because it's like relaxing and the floor starts to wiggle and then it's just money-making ideas endlessly.
Well, that must be nice.
It's,
Must be great.
yeah, and I don't know why because I like to put this weirdly. I have been I've been a depressed kid since I was like 4. And unalively in Minecraft.
Fight fire with fire.
Right.
Here comes the pain. For the Dark Lord.
And that drive to no longer exist has always been there. And it never stops. It never gets less. But I find out that I was actually never unhappy. I was never depressed, so to speak. I understood that the logical end of a human life is just always there. And it never stops. And that turns out causes a lot of issues when you take stuff like LSD. Because for a lot of people, that's what they're confronted with and learn to accept. And if you already accept that, then the effect of LSD kind of just stops. So it's good that you have like the full-on panic attack. Sounds really weird, but it's actually good.
Hell yeah.
It works a lot longer than people also expect. Like
I still remember
LSD for months, mushrooms up to 5 years after you take them, they can still have effect on self-development, emotional state, stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fucking trip I went on, I think it was...
Yeah, you can have a delayed
16.
trip from shrooms.
Well, no, mine lasted. I think the end of the effects, that when it was finally done, was 16 whole fucking hours. It was just like, oh my god.
You are allowed to go on vacation with me to the house in France, and we'll do some there, and we'll see if see if you axe murder me.
Well, I think my huge issue is like I shouldn't do anything in like a house or like a resident or an enclosed space, because like that doesn't give me the freedom to like go out and distract myself, because if I'm not distracted and I'm like inside like a building somewhere, I start thinking too much, and that's when I start like fucking losing it.
But is it the thinking? Is that a negative thought pattern? Like, it's just a question.
I guess so. I don't know. It's just kind of, that's what the acid does. I don't control that shit.
I never had, this is gonna sound really weird, I never have negative thoughts or positive ones about feelings or about situations or events. So thoughts don't influence how I feel. And if a situation is far away and not directly there, I also don't feel it. It just is. I know a lot of people that when they take acid, they go on that whole deep feely feels trip. And I just can't. I don't know where that comes from.
Fight fire with fire.
John, tell me. You know that better than I do.
It's all started when Fortnite was created.
Phew.
Fortnite
It's funnily
Battle
enough-
Pass.
After taking LSD, I also realized that canceling does not exist, and that death in itself is inconsequential to the person experiencing it fully. And that was the first time I took LSD, and it was really nice. That was the realization. That's what I learned from it. I'm not saying death do LSD, do psychedelics, but yeah, you learn from it.
My day.
You want to learn from it. How was your experience, John?
I took a shit ton of coke before the shrooms, and it made everything way, way worse.
Yeah, because then you have the, yeah.
Then my roommate was like, "You need to move your fucking car," and I was like, "Can you move it for me?"
Here.
And yeah,
Watch out for the watch out.
I can tell you right now, I passed out for like, it had to at least been like 30 minutes, but it felt like a short amount of time. But apparently, I literally just like passed the fuck out, like mid-sentence. And my buddy was with me, and he was trying to wake me up, but he was also on shrooms and couldn't.
He doesn't seem like a very loyal friend.
Make my day. Come here.
I mean,
Dare you.
but he was bedridden too. He was like just stuck. You know when you get like Suck.
Okay, so he was in the
And-
freezing moment where his body is a sack of bricks.
yeah, and so I had a dream that I woke up in the real world. And a bun-
Matrix dream.
yeah, and there were a bunch of owl people, and they realized I was awake, and then put one of those anesthesia masks. They put it back on my face, and that's when I woke up.
Okay, that's fucky.
And then I was like, "Yo, how long was I out?" And he was like, "Yo, like at least 30 minutes," because I had the Chromecast TV on, and it was just a screensaver because I couldn't make up a decision of what I wanted to watch, and we were talking about what to turn on, and I just passed out mid-sentence. And I remember the last thing I remember was getting into a trance with the Chromecast TV, looking at it, and there were these candy-striped doors with two big knockers, like door knockers on them.
To
And,
clarify the knockers.
Dude, I heard the door knockers work like dun dun dun, right? And it fully grabbed my attention, and then I see the doors open, and the TV's like maybe like 15 feet away, maybe more. And I just see the TV screen get closer, and soon it's not a screen, it's like actual doors, and they pull me in, and then I get sucked into darkness and fall. And then I realize that I'm dead, and my body is decaying in the ground, and I'm feeling bugs eat my whole body. I woke up again.
This is not a pleasant time.
No, dude, it was actually like it stuck with me, and I was like, yo, like I gotta come up from this thing, because this shit is not it, man. The only reason I did coke beforehand, though, was because Reddit user forever ago, because I looked it up because I was curious, because it is a trip killer. And I was like, what happens if you take it before, you know? And only one user, deleted user, said that it makes the experience 1,000 times worse than anything else you could experience. And let me tell you, it's very fucking true. Although it does make your experience way shorter, or at least feeling way shorter. And then the come up is a lot
to like a
quicker.
DMT trip then.
Make my day. Come on, make my day.
Honestly, it probably is closer to that, but it wasn't too bad.
I feel like if I saw that shit, the whole thing with waking up in the surgery room, like even after I got sober, I feel like that would stick with me for a little bit. Like, huh, is that actually true?
Dude, it was in my dreams
that
for
I have-
fucking months afterwards. Every now and again, I still have a dream about it.
With mushrooms, there is a thing that I do have, and it's that I have like the clockwork elves things and fractals. I'll open a door and it's just a door full of fractals and dudes working there. I'm making the fractals move, and then I close the door and I open the door up regularly. And it's like nowadays, it's like the second, like boom, oh, wrong door, and then I open the door again, and I walk through. The first time that happened, one of them just walked up to me and just went, "Everything you ever did is me. Put in the work, or die worthless." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Well, I gotta go back to work." And he walked off. And then I just closed the door and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Night is dark.
And I sat down, watched some show on TV. That was pretty much it.
Aim high, aim true.
But that was the one that was like, oh,
Flawless.
weird.
Yeah, we put fractals on the TV while we were tripping, and like, I was convinced that one of the fractals was flirting with me.
Let's crack some skulls.
And then at one point, when the trip started going bad though, because that was on the TV the whole time, I was convinced that like, the fractals on the TV were controlling the trip and it was making the whole thing bad. I was like, we need to turn this off. If we turn this off, this will all stop. And lo and behold, I turned it off. And
Who the fuck
it
was your
didn't
trip
work.
sitter?
Someone else was also on drugs, so that didn't really help.
Yeah, I
But
was
there
about to
was
say,
no trip
that's
sitter.
usually what happened, yeah.
Night is dark.
Yeah, never have a trip sitter like that. I did learn that like everybody at the math faculty here, if you go into theoretical math, pretty much everybody's on shrooms all the time, or LSD, one of the two. They are never sober.
Aim high, aim true.
Because it's literally becomes impossible after a certain point for them
I mean,
to
the
be sober. and
first
do it.
time I did acid, I was alone, and I popped 2 tabs.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's
I
great.
popped 2 tabs by myself. So I was watching Rick and Morty, right? And my buddy had given them to me, and he's like, "Hey, I don't know if they're actually still good or not." They were wrapped in tinfoil, but they were out in a drawer that was like, you know, hit by the sun, so it might not work.
Oh,
And so I was like, okay. So I popped one while I was watching Rick and Morty, because why not, right? And dude, like half the season goes by and nothing happens. And I was like, oh, well, it's not working, so might as well take another because it's not working, right?
Classic blender.
Yeah, and by the time the first one fully absorbed in my tongue, the first one kicked in and the giggles started. And I was like, oh, I'm fucked right now.
Did you like spit the second one out like immediately?
No, I was like, you know what? Dive just straight in. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? And then I was
Oh,
like,
God.
well, I could die, but it is what it is.
no,
And
no.
so the giggles started. I called my buddy. He sent me a bunch of memes. I was laughing my ass off. And then I remember I called somebody and they told me, hey, go check out outside. And I was like, oh, all right. And I went outside and I just immediately got so relaxed that I went over and like kneeled down. And I kneeled down to the grass and immediately just like, I've never had tears that flowed this much. Like, they were like burning hot. And, dude, I think I cried for like a solid 2 hours straight.
Just over the grass?
Out of joy for the grass. And then it quickly turned into not joy.
Not Joey. I like how you said that. Not Joey.
Yeah, it was not.
What
Was
kind
it?
of level not Joey was it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I was terrified of something, and then I was like, damn, like I think I'm being super loud, which I was on the phone with my buddy, and he's like, no, apparently I was like super quiet. He told me afterwards that I was like so hard to hear that he would just send memes because he couldn't hear me. But I thought I was being super loud. So I'm like freaking out about some shit that the cops are gonna get me or something, right? And then a fucking ambulance with its lights pulls into the fucking apartment parking lot at the same fucking time. And they got their lights on and stuff, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're here for me, they're gonna take me away from myself. Nah, some dude fucking ate shit next door, so they were there for him, obviously. But yeah, it was not a fun time.
Oh, it was fun, and then it wasn't fun.
I had work the next morning, so I didn't get any sleep. And I was just,
Ouch.
yeah. It's just no bueno.
I think like halfway through my trip, or maybe like a third of the way through, like I took my clothes off at some point.
Oh, same here, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And, well, but here's the thing though, it wasn't even like a conscious decision. And like once I was like fully in the nude, like it didn't even occur to me that I had my clothes on. Like it did not even process. Like, so it's probably best that I didn't like go anywhere, because that would have been bad.
I took my shirt off, like, after the trip started. And, I remember, the neighbor came out when I was kneeling in the grass and just went right back inside. They were outside to smoke, and they just went right back inside. Just seeing this dude kneeling in the grass next to dog shit. But I remember food and drinks tasted terrible. They tasted like rust.
Yeah, they all go tannic for a lot of people. So it's really weird. I am eating metal, kind of.
I knew someone who, yeah, they were on acid and they drank water, and they were like, is this orange juice? And like, no, it's water. Like, no, this is definitely orange juice.
Yeah, no, it'll fuck you up like flavor-wise. It's really funny. But Elon is now constantly taking hallucinogenics and performance enhancers. And he won't stop. Like, he is full tech growing it up. I do too, but, you know, there's a time and a place.
Yeah, right now, baby.
Maybe Lance Armstrong
I am.
up.
No, you say that, John. I am right now. I am on 15 milligrams of truffles.
Right
So,
on.
you know, I am relatively lucid, but the type of paperwork I have to do also means choices about somebody's life, and these get way easier when I just do this, because now it's just paperwork. Instead of, I have somebody's life in my hands. Oh shit, I can fuck this up royally. Now I'm just doing paperwork. And then my mind just goes, you really should get edible paper, because that is the bee's knees. Never is. Never is the bee's knees.
Apparently there is a zooigophobia, fear of vacuum cleaners. Unnamed definitely does not have that.
My vacuum
definitely
cleaner,
not.
after I fixed it, started screaming Chinese at me.
True.
So it's one of those. I had to reflash the motherboard, and the only thing I could find was like the Chinese language files. So I was like, fuck it.
You know what's really
It's
funny
scary.
about this phobia site I found though is like half of them have hyperlinks you can click that take you to a main page. So like one of them is like the fear of being stared at, and if I click on the link, it takes me to like an article on it, and the very first thing you see is a huge picture of like a bunch of people staring at you. So if you click on your own phobia, it's like, here you go, here's your exposure therapy right now.
That's fucked. That is so fucked. But it's good. Good. Fuck, but good. I should buy a giant Snorlax. To have a giant Snorlax
Oops.
plushie.
I gotta put this guy
It
on.
is 12 foot by 12 foot.
Gonna do one more and then call it.
You sure, John?
Did I not just equip him? What the fuck?
Hear the whispers
No, you didn't,
of
John.
I
the
guess I
dead.
didn't.
You didn't.
Womp womp.
Join my army of darkness.
I am almost done. One more.
My aim is
Oh, this
flawless.
is gonna be good.
An arrow to your knee. The night is dark.
Fear of demons. I think, and that's just, don't most people kind of have that?
Fear of demons? What?
Death is but
I mean,
the beginning.
provided you think demons are real, I would think most people would have that.
Yeah, I just don't believe in demons, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
would say if you don't believe in demons, then that's just not going to happen. But yeah, I would think
Sure.
anyone who does believe in demons, I would assume you're probably scared of demons.
Hi, Hank.
That's weird. I wouldn't ever be able to be afraid of things like that.
I'm afraid of Jews.
Also not afraid of.
Fear of time. How the fuck do you stop that? Like, how do you get over that? I don't get that.
By understanding that time is a singular point, and that it never actually moves. And we move within it, so it's all perspective.
Time is
And now
circular.
you get a fear of singular points instead.
Time is an illusion. Fear of outer space. Well, I guess that's good. Just don't go out there.
Aim true.
Yeah.
And never
Makes
hang
sense.
out with math people. They go fucking bonkers on the time is an illusion thing.
Here comes the pain.
Hear the whispers of the dead.
Now who's in
Join
here?
my army of darkness.
I don't know.
Oh,
Talking about
it's,
doing
it's the thing.
LSD.
It's the
we're
half
talking about
human.
To your knee.
And we're doing stuff.
Oh, that. The unnamed.
LSD, Misty?
It's the
Unnamed.
fucking. It's the Quasimodo.
What
The
are you
quasi-
doing, LSD? You can only be in here if you took a psychedelic.
My nose is blocked.
I told
That
you
is not a
Quasimodo.
psychedelic. That does not count as a psychedelic.
Yeah, aren't mushrooms a psychedelic?
Depends on which
Yep.
mushrooms, but yes, I am on 15 milligrams of truffles right now. They already kicked in. Full swing. It's nice. And some paperwork.
Is unnamed admitting to being on mushrooms right now?
No, I was.
Dude, it's like I just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
Well, go back to fucking sleep.
30 minutes? That's not just waking up. Just waking up is 5. I'll give
Yeah.
you 10.
You don't understand.
30 minutes is fully awake and ready to go.
You don't understand. It takes me a really long time to fucking wake up.
My aim is flawless.
That's no excuse.
And yet you're here.
How
To
long
get
is
out of
that?
bed is not waking up. It's not the same thing. It takes you a really long time to get out of bed.
Fight fire with fire.
No, I'm saying I'm out of bed now, but I don't know, man. My brain just goes in a power saving mode until I fucking have a
Well,
coffee.
this stream's officially ruined.
Yeah, the flow is out. We were doing so well. We were talking like Joe Rogan podcast time without Joe Rogan, which is obviously the best podcast time.
What?
If you could have the Joe Rogan podcast without Joe Rogan, it'd be great.
Basically unnamed, he's saying that you look like a big, bald, 60-year-old muscular man.
Who? What? Huh?
That's what you look like.
Dude, I look like a fucking.
Come on, come with the program, man. Come on, you got this.
Dude, I'm as thin as a fucking femboy twink. I hope you know
No,
that.
you look just
That
like
doesn't
Doro.
matter. That doesn't matter. Your brain sounds like a 60-year-old bald man. Try to
How
wake
does
up.
my brain sound like a 60-year-old man?
That's one of those questions of life.
Unnamed, aren't you like 43 or something?
43? No.
Yeah, you're like in your 40s.
I'd rather die than be in my 40s.
Oh, okay. Are you in
Is
your
that a
50s?
promise or is that a? Can we get that in contract?
I refuse to believe you're younger than like 38.
That's up to your decision if that's serious or not.
All right.
That's up to your. Oh, you're talking about the other thing.
Oh, my back, Jesus.
Oh, definitely fucking 40.
Yeah.
That's not something you say. And I say that as somebody who broke 2 vertebrae. I don't even go, oh, my back. That's whew.
No, I just like to crack my back.
That's not good.
No.
I once, and this actually happened like a few months ago, I was twisting back and forth because like, man, my back, and so I twisted and I twisted it too hard, and suddenly the bottom of my spine started to get really, really fucking hot, like super fucking hot. I was like, why is it getting so hot? And yeah, it was like that for like a few days, so don't do that.
Holy fuck.
Who bent you over too hard?
Your mother?
Well, of course he'd know about being bent over.
Damn right.
But you're the unnamed, you're the one with the shitty spine, what are you talking about?
And I know that I'm like not straight and stuff, but like you're like the most not straight person I know.
Crack some skull.
You're about as
don't know
straight
that.
as your spine is, bro.
Why are you talking in binaries,
At
unnamed?
least my spine's straighter than you.
But that's my joke.
But
You can't
that's
take
also
my joke and
that's
put
a
it back.
medical condition. Straight spine is a medical condition.
Yeah, medical
good?
I think
conditions are
unnamed has
jokes.
wishful thinking that I swing both ways.
It could be. Yeah, but that's okay though.
I know I do.
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't
bet.
care. I don't care what fucking sexuality people are, okay? If it's
No, you
people
can.
not-
You care. You fucking care.
He needs you to care. It gives him hope.
It gives them a little bit of hope.
Literally my entire sexuality, that I literally do not care what gender you are.
Honestly, unnamed, I wake up every day hoping you care about my sexuality. I'm like, I wonder what that 40-year-old British fuck is doing today. I hope he cares about the fact that I'm possibly gay.
I hope you wake up and remember saying that.
And I what? I hope you wake up in something.
I hope you have a good night's fucking sleep, and that you get the required amount of sleep that you need to operate the next day.
I hope he
The meanest
doesn't.
thing anyone's ever
Okay,
said to me.
that's actually
That's like the worst threat I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, it's not meant to be a threat. I literally do not have the power to say something that's actually genuinely mean without it being a joke.
My aim is flawless.
I've been raised to be too much of a nice person.
And you can't even do that. What's wrong with you?
So I just got the damages in. I just got the damages in from that neo-Nazi that was outside my door that said he.
Oh, it was unnamed?
It is dark.
No, no, it was. Yeah, so this guy
Fucking
gets
neo-Nazi.
to sit for 16 years.
Unnamed
for that,
definitely a neo-Nazi.
but
Yes, sir.
so now I got
I'm not
$400. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a new 3DS XL.
3DS?
New
He's gonna buy a
3DS.
3DS. He's gonna ward away the neo-Nazis with his 3DS.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use my macro off next
My
time.
aim is flawless.
It has been a while since I named 3DS.
See? Because it's
If
the
neo-Nazis
new
are not
3DS
making
XL is the
those,
only
already
console I
3DS
don't
them.
have. So it's like, I'm like, I can fill that gap with neo-Nazi.
So wait, unnamed, you're white, yeah?
But more
Yeah.
caramel color.
But yeah, you're basically white. So yeah, you're Nazi as fuck.
Bro, what? My
It's
mother-
automatic. It's automatic.
That's how the American left operates. If you're white, you're a Nazi. So welcome to the club, unnamed.
I
Classic.
hope you know
yeah.
really well that I have the same skin tone as everyone in Portugal.
Well, it's still white enough. If you're not like,
Yes, they are still Canada's white.
White enough. Wow.
if you're not 50% like dark-ish, then you're a Nazi. That's how America functions.
Okay, but
Welcome to the U.S. Well, they talk to Americans. We're on an American platform.
Yeah, unnamed is a very very Nazi British person.
Yeah, it's a very Nazi British name. Yep.
Wait, aren't us British like the entire opposite of fucking Germans?
More like un-Nazi. Well,
No, not
actually, that
really.
makes sense.
Appeasement was a thing under the British, and appeasement
Not
put them in
like,
power.
aren't we the
Also, the
fucking
British
Kyle
Bank
Warwick
was the
thing?
original financer together with the Americans, by the way.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, aren't we the ones who originally had a fucking World War II with the Germans? The
Well,
Germans.
well,
Germany.
yes, but only after funding them. Only after funding them.
I bet unnamed would fund the Nazis.
History is funny like that. The U.S. funded the Nazi Party and gave them military operationable computers to put the numbers on certain groups of people. And Britain was their main banking ally and also funded the building of multiple camps, and through appeasement tried to keep that deal going.
I mean, John knows what's up. Why do you think he wears his hair like that?
Out of respect.
John's grandma is a weird cookie. She worked for the Marcos regime, which is I didn't know that, but before, and it was kind of like, oh shit, she actually worked for one of the largest dictators back in the Philippines. It's kind of baller, honestly, kind of baller. Kind of baller.
Dude, are you like fucking like? Is there like a gunfight going on at your house
Making coffee.
with a fucking rifle?
Is that the? Why does that make that noise? Where are you?
An arrow to your
That was just me setting my cup down on the fucking coffee.
He's in his retirement home. Leave him alone.
No, but like seriously, where are you?
The kitchen.
Where you
all women
belong.
belong.
Yep.
Well, I am a woman.
But what, like, so you just walk through the house?
How dare you, woman? You walk through the house. Stay in the fucking kitchen.
Yeah,
No,
where
like you
belong.
walk through the house to.
Okay.
You don't just sit, like, you don't have this talk sitting behind your computer. You just walk through the house.
I mean, I was just cleaning a dish earlier. That's the power of a wireless
Yeah, but you
headset, fuck
you weren't talking on your headset. You were only listening. Then I'm
I'm
cool.
allowed to leave my house whenever I want.
And when I leave my computer, you talk to an AI that sounds like me, but that's still, you know, that's just a gap. Why are you making coffee on a voice call? That's
Unnamed
That's what I'm trying-
vacuumed while I was playing Elden Ring.
Well, vacuum is in big air quotes.
okay. That is a piece of shit move. I'm sorry, unnamed. Normally, I'm pretty cool with you, but
I'm muted. I'm muted.
Vacuuming.
Fucking leave myself unmuted while I vacuumed, obviously.
Unnamed. Usually I'm pretty cool with you too, but when I found out that you were British, that was just a huge letdown.
No, when he found you weren't interested in him.
it happens. It happens, you know. Sometimes you find out that people that you actually, you know, had a connection with are
Well,
British.
truth be told, when I didn't get to hear the British orgasm, that was like the big moment that I was really disappointed.
You didn't get to hear the British orgasm?
Yeah, he never gave me it. I was really
Don't bring
disappointed.
that, don't bring that back up.
We are gonna bring it back up.
Is there such a thing as a British orgasm?
It was my one request. You couldn't even fulfill it.
I fucking know. I don't know what a British orgasm is.
Well, you're British.
You don't know what a British orgasm is? What?
I feel like I touch myself every day.
I mean, what
It's every other day, but you know, it's like, you know, it's a British orgasm. You can do it. It's easy. You get some tea.
An arrow to your
Tea? What?
Yada yada yada.
I haven't drank that much.
And
Oh, yeah. Is it true that you guys actually cum tea?
Sounds true.
I'm sorry, you just made my brain fucking crash.
what do you mean?
Well, I think in your case, you cum hot milk, right?
What?
For in the tea. For in the tea. Yeah.
You said you eat your cereal with fucking like microwave milk. You fucking freak.
Okay, that's
such
actually
a-
hilarious. You guys don't do that though. You can
Imagine
Google us if-
microwaving milk and eating that
Imagine
cereal.
that.
Microwaving.
Dude, every country does it as well.
No.
Microwave milk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My Italian neighbor would kill me for that, and I'd agree with him.
there's Americans who do that.
No.
Yeah, and they're wrong. They should lose citizenship.
They live in a trailer park out by the gate.
Wait till he finds out that most of the Trump supporters did that.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. I'm making money off of this.
I don't know why unnamed
When
actor
Trump was elected, I started making bonkers money.
Okay, counter argument.
I think unnamed.
I'm politically unaligned because it's not important to me who's the president, because I don't live there. If I would be living there, like for John, I feel for John. I don't feel for myself. I
The
am out
only
of
reason
that.
I actually care is because my boyfriend lives in Illinois, and I have to really worry about him because if Trump does something fucking stupid and it affects my boyfriend,
Well,
then you know,
if
Well,
your
okay, if
boyfriend
he does,
is-
what are you gonna do?
if you need any advice on like immigration
him.
law so that he can go to the UK, there are,
that's the
you know,
thing. If he does do something stupid, I'm just gonna get my boyfriend to like come over here, you know.
Well, why don't you just do that
you
anyway?
can already like start your application. Like, if
Yeah, I
you
don't know why
wanna-
you wait for something bad to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Because
Step one,
with-
he doesn't have enough money right now to get over here.
John, did
He'll
I wait?
magically have enough money
Did I
whenever
wait
Trump's
for
doing
your
bad shit?
sister? When we were like, oh yeah, no, this is really serious. Did I wait to get your sister over here, or did I, you know?
It's called
Get her over
grab
here.
and go.
Yeah.
This is your last breath.
Yeah. Right? I had a date. Okay, here's the story. I had a date with John's dad, the guy who. And then, everything was cool. And then John's sister came to live with me, and she's been here ever since. And then somewhere along the way, I also met John's mom and grandma.
Damn.
And other grandma and all that. The dogs, I also miss Dean. I actually miss Dean.
Portugal, so I have to go all the way to Portugal if I want to visit my own grandmother.
All the way to Portugal.
Just deport yourself, it's fine.
It's okay, a flight to Portugal, right, is $90
Okay, but now
from the
do
UK.
that. Okay, but now do that in British currency.
Yeah, so it's 74
$5.
and it's cheaper actually after that because of special rulings, but you do have to do more paperwork.
I am a Portuguese citizen, so
Okay, so then you don't have to do the
That's
special
true,
paperwork,
Dad.
He
so
loves
you
to
don't
talk
have to-
about how much he hates Americans, yet he can't stay away from them. Isn't that a little suspicious? Isn't that a little
So
weird?
now, so what's your reason that you don't take a
Since
flight?
you'd say I hate Americans.
You hate Americans.
No, but like unnamed. Why don't you just go visit your grandma like once every 6 months?
Oh, we visit her we do visit her about that much, or at least once a year.
Yeah, like the plane ticket's not going to be expensive. That's not like the travel cost isn't there.
My passport's done in Portugal as well, so if it needs to be redone, I have to go there just before it expires. Because if it expires, guess we can't go to Portugal because they ain't got a passport.
Obama.
No, then you got a UK passport. Obama has a provisional political passport.
But what about Obama? Nah.
Yeah.
You want to know who's here right now? Bush. W. Bush is now in my town. He has, for some reason, he likes to go here to paint. I don't know why.
Today.
I don't think anyone likes George Bush.
Well, he's actually really friendly, but I think that's
Bow
just
and
because
blade.
he got away
Because
with
he,
starting a war.
He did that whole thing with the towers, right?
Right? Yeah. And then he just gets away with walking away and just painting and being retired. And being the best part of it is, like, so you get somebody like Trump elected, and now W. Bush looks like the sane one. That is a stroke of luck that is career making for him as an artist. Nobody would have bought a thing from him if he was still W. Bush war starter.
Trump didn't destroy any towers, if you know what I'm saying.
Exactly, right? But
Your
the
Majesty,
thing is,
Church Tower.
Too slow.
this
What?
is-
What?
what?
I'm not
He
gonna
said-
repeat.
Death
You guys be
but the
confused.
beginning.
Well, you need to drop the British accent, then we'll get it.
It's easier with an American accent.
Oh,
Because
no,
if I
no,
use
no,
my
no.
no, because if I use my Dutch accent, they don't understand me either. They don't understand me at all like this, because I am a foreigner like this. And Americans do not understand foreigners. Right, surgeon?
What happened?
If I use this accent, you do not understand me.
Oh yeah, I don't understand you at all. That man, it's
Because
like
now I sound like a foreigner. But if I put this proper American accent on,
it's like
can you
Chinese or
understand me?
something. It's just like, how am I
Yes,
supposed
they-
to understand that?
Yeah, can you understand me now,
Crazy.
surgeon?
No, I
Right?
still
Can you
can't.
understand?
All I hear is
Oh.
Korean now.
Bow
Oh,
and blade.
then
Yeah.
the accent's not good
You
enough.
actually should
Fuck.
put the accent back on. It was easier to recognize what you were saying.
I am a Dutchman. I like cheese and stroopwafel.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Keep that.
This is the hottest accent in Europe. Girls who talk like this get all the action for 50
Well, if a
euros
girl
for
sounded like
half an
that, I
hour.
would think that she was carrying something between her legs.
It was funny because I had a girlfriend in Kansas, and she always wanted me to talk like this, and it was really fucking weird. But yeah, if you, it just really liked the accent for some reason, and I do not know why. Because this accent sounds really weird to me. It's a
Swift as
Dutch
a
English
coursing
accent.
river, the smell of rot.
I mean, we have that accent here in America. It's just that, you know, in the schools we have to separate them into their own little classrooms, except
Yes.
for maybe like gym time.
Yes. It is really weird when somebody speaks like this. It's even weirder when somebody goes, "Oh, that's such a hot accent." It is not a hot accent. It is the remnant of a Germanic influence that is quite subversive in the accent.
Ours is
It's
your
those damn Soviets.
It's like, so I learned to use this
sky will
accent
turn
properly.
dark.
Because it's easy learning. a
I
native
learned
accent.
to fucking hate the British.
That's just what you learn in school.
You're an American, that's like default for you. Tell me something new.
You want to know
Okay.
what's funny?
We also learned to hate the Chinese.
That's true. That's true. Okay, this is kind of wild, right? Because China is suddenly pro-Ukraine and is actually sending a shit ton of money and a shit ton of stuff to the Ukraine right now as support.
Well, this is the American life, right? When you're a kid, you hate the British because, yeah, the revolution, hell yeah. And then when you become an adult, you hate China.
Yes,
That's the American
because that's the enemy.
lifespan.
Something has to be red.
Surgeon just confirmed him. An adult. Real.
Yes,
But I confirm
Yes.
I'm an adult.
Yes. We
Why is
already
he-
knew that. He has a job. He has a house.
Let's try
Did you
some
pay off your
fire.
mortgage yet? I don't know.
I have a palace.
Well, I'm gonna end stream.
No, what you just said is that you are renting. If somebody says palace, that means that you're
That means
renting.
palace. That means palace, boy.
The palace. If you're renting, you say, I live in a palace. I also live in a palace. It's easier to move when you have to move.
Thank you guys for watching.
No, we gotta
If
go
you
on for 2 more
enjoyed
hours.
this,
Thank you for
I
watching.
have work in 3 hours.
Dude,
What?
cringe.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Thank you all for watching. Have a
John,
wonderful
how
rest of
much
your
do you
day.
make in a day?
It varies. 250 to 400.
On the low end, I can do so that you don't have to go to work.
Andy, the dumbass fox, get the fuck out of here.
Thank you guys for
Piece
watching.
of shit.
Yeah,
Your
but
mom.
Thank you for watching. Thank you to listen to us ramble. See, if you take Surgeon seriously, he'll actually tone down a bit and be nice. We can talk about
And
LSD
remember,
with Surgeon.
To drink your Ovaltine and to like, and you could win $1 million.
Everything made out of old fish sauce. That is the British way.
The loser way.
This channel sucks.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.